Just keep on coming. It's been a wonderful season.
Second round by Foster going down.
I get to present it to the winner. Well, he's going to go up forever and just run it back with him. All right, Rangers! Keely's on the bench. Todd's on the bench. And we've got Randy's on the bench. First kick.
We've been doing it all day!
What's that mean? Ah, okay. There's a high percentage you'll smash it in. Not too much wind to distract. First blood.
Good mark. Uncontested. Thank you. Where's Billy? There we go. Who's there though? Billy, come on, Bill. Running for nothing. Billy's sincere. Yeah, come on. Well done. Oh, no. I feel the wonder of a kick. Wonder of a handball. Well done, Billy.
This looks as though is that I don't think Jackson Bennett, but
that's Jackson.
Okay, that is Jackson Bennett. He's drifted a long way over to that right side. He decides to try and rifle it in. Ooh. That's a great mark, running mark.
I think
in fact, that's Jordan Clements now.
Might be out in the full, I think.
Oh,
Keith.
he didn't quite get there. Unfortunate.
Wow.
So Lincoln South will get the free.
Errors are being forced, mate. Looks Lincoln South are pressing them.
Going short. Oh, absolutely poleaxed.
Oh, here we
and,
go.
Oh, look out. You want to be careful here, Hayden Carey. You got the free kick. Just walk away, son. And Lincoln South. Nah, it's been reversed.
Whoa.
That was the problem. And now Billy Bias, he's off to the races. Takes the hand pass to Tynan Keeley. Hand pass again. Lincoln South going to pick up the loose one. And it's a wobbly old kick. It's a terrible kick. Jennings back to Bias. Doesn't go around his man as a matter of fact. Jinx 1, 2. Short kick. Beautiful mark. Todd Slade.
Yeah. They worked it beautifully then, didn't they? Belt Bias, the 3-touch handball. How many posies he got there, Kate? He's on 4 possessions, Billy Bias already.
And Todd Slade will be lining up on, I think it's about 20-degree angle. And in he moves. Todd Slade looking to put the first goal of the day for Marble Range from 40. Lets it go. It's going well left. And that's a good mark out in front there by Zane Montgomery, taking a strong one in front of the pack. He decides to go across his back line, looking and finding in that back pocket. I think that's Max Williams. And now Williams will continue to go wider. And just playing a little bit of keep away here, Lincoln South, trying to slow things down.
Cohen Dennison's come on for a run, mate, for Lincoln South.
And Lincoln, he got under that one, and that is drifting, and if it wasn't gone, then it's a mark anyway to Zach Calderwood, so Marble Range can go back in, and they make an absolute mess of it, and it's a throw, free kick going the way of Lincoln South. They got away with that one.
Very lucky.
And around the man on the mark, once again they go with Brody Druitt. Down that left wing, Yowie Wagner, does he take it? Does he take it? No, he doesn't. It drifts across the boundary line, so Marble Range coming back with the ball on their right halfback flank, and they continue through the back line, just giving up a little bit of territory, trying to hold the ball, and it's a wobbly old kick, and Charlton went without it. Lincoln South back with it. Here's Cohen Taylor kicking off to the races. It bounces once. Is it going to sit? No, Marble Range decide to just take it through for one behind.
Well,
smart play from Brock Davis, Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard. Lincoln South 1-2-8. Marble Range yet to score.
And Max Black, an unusual error there, mate. Few errors from Marble Range early.
Guy Hutchinson, left half-back pocket, continues to run into the centre, sends Lockie Pake on the chase. He's not going to get there, looking to spin and turn, and they do. Left foot rifling into the forward line. What's going to happen here? Oh, should have let it go. Schreiber was onto it. Schreiber's still onto it. Schreiber has an open goal. Glenn Schreiber's going to kick it. And Glenn Schreiber puts the first one of the afternoon on the board for Marble Range. 1-2-8, Lincoln South leading Marble Range, 1 straight 6, 10 minutes gone, first term, Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock.
Well, mate, it was all about that kick from Clements, wasn't it, mate? That diamond kick. Beautiful. Split them apart.
Brilliantly executed. What I found interesting was that they wanted to mark the ball, and as I said with the call, had they just let it go, Schreiber was there anyway. So it was a little bit of luck there for Marble Range that they were able to still get the run on from there, because had they just let it go, then Schreiber was in there all on his own anyway.
And that's that passage of play there with Guy Hutchinson getting it on the half-back line and just moving it through the corridor to Clements, and then Clements obviously down the forward line. It doesn't look like they've had a week off at all, mate, does it? They've just hit the ground running.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Umpire, in fact, we're going to get a new ball in, and there's a Lincoln South player who is headed off, and he's in the arms of the trainer. He's not looking healthy at the moment. This could be a real problem.
Absolutely, mate. I think he had a collision with his teammate down in that last course of play.
Well, keep an eye on who that is, because it could be quite the blow for Lincoln South. Dylan Blewett is ready to come into the fray.
Does look like he's holding his ribs, Keith.
Yeah, doesn't look healthy at all, and that is a big blow for Max Williams.
Max Williams, yeah.
And he is a dynamite defender for Lincoln South. Very, very difficult to replace as the umpire puts the ball in the air. Nobody came down with it. A little bit of pinball. Marble Range trying to pick up the crumb. Cohen Dennison does now for Lincoln South. Good smother. Oh, it could have been off to the races there, Marble Range. Dennison gave Todd Owen one in the back. Umpires all missed it. It's play on, and Levi McDonald has gone without the hand pass. And so eventually, the right call is made, and it's a free kick going to Marble Range. Down the line, who's going to grab it? Beautifully done there. Nice grab from Tynan Keeley. He wants to play on. Comes around onto his right boot. Sending it long into the forward line. Lincoln South player all alone. Takes a very, very strong mark, Zane Montgomery.
Just read it better than everyone else, mate.
Playing wide. Oh, Maisie went without it. Good pressure from Bias, but Lincoln South are still there first, and it comes back for Maisie on his left boot. Tries to hook it back in. Aiden Baker taking the grab, doing well. Playing on quickly to Connor Madden. Connor Madden beats 1-2, doing very well. Got a right foot kick in. It's a wobbly one, and Max Black can't bring it down. Levi McDonald with it. Kick is smothered. Umpire calls play on. Max Black with it for Marble Range. He went without it, and that's going to be a free going the way of Lincoln South.
They need to move it quick here. They've got numbers.
They do going
They've
out
got
right,
Yowie.
Lincoln South looking for Yowie, goes without it. Umpires call play on. Yowie had an air swing, gets it back. Yowie beat one, onto the right foot. Yowie Wagner!
Wow. Pencil that in
EP Surf goal of the day.
Make it your goal to look great with EP Surf. I'm penciling it in now.
I reckon you could almost lock it in unless he decides to turn on more party tricks. We have had 13 minutes on the Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock. It's Lincoln South 2-2-14. Marble Range 1 straight 6.
Yowie Thief Wagner, he absolutely pinched that ball in off the Rangers players. He had no right to do that, but he did. Wow, that was pretty exciting.
That was very impressive there from Yowie Wagner, and puts Lincoln South out by 8 on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard, and waiting for the umpire to come back into the centre.
It looks as though Lincoln South are willing to play on, mate, at every cost, even though it doesn't look pretty at times. I think it's the way to go.
A bit of an air swing there. Cohen Dennison picks up the crumbs from the throw-in and now sends it down the right wing, and Marshall went without it, and that's McDonald. Is he taken high? Yes, he is.
Kept his feet. Excellent.
Levi McDonald now. Where's he going? Does he go Waylon Miller? He wants to go Yowie Wagner, and Yowie takes that.
Wow.
Oh, he is on fire today.
Possibly a mark of the day contender, mate, to make your mark, C-Mark, and the team at City Motors.
That's a very good point as well. He's going to have to swing around here, I reckon.
He's in a shot here, Keith.
Yes, he will.
And why not?
He's going to try and swing it right on through. And the umpire now will call play on, and Yowie, unfortunately, starts it right, and it stays right. So Lincoln South move along to 2-3-15, leading Marble Range 1 straight 6. 15 minutes gone. Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock in the first term.
I'm liking that idea of just putting Yowie one out in the square and just emptying the forward 50 and just leaving it open for him, mate, just to do his own thing.
Marble Range taking it down that right side, keeping it low to a contest. Oh, Carey flew, came down without it, got the hand pass back. They still have it. Lincoln South. Wobbly old kick in. Taylor taking the mark.
Where'd he come from? Who was on him? Bad manning up there by Marble Range. A bit disappointed with that.
I think they were looking for him anyway, but there was a bit of a hook on the kick. So Cohen Taylor was waiting there. I actually did spot him as the kick was going through, and Taylor just had to run forward to take the mark. I think it was just a miss hit.
Read it well.
Cohen Taylor, an opportunity.
Cody Duncan's just come on the ground, mate.
Oh, that's not a bad addition to be making. Here's Cohen Taylor. 10-degree angle, lets it go from 40, got under it a little bit.
Well, umpire doesn't move, mate.
Yes, it got there. Cohen Taylor puts his first of the day on the board, the third for Lincoln South. And Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. Lincoln South have the jump, 3-3-21 to 1 straight 6, Marble Range.
Brilliant start, Lincoln South. The energy's their way.
Of course, this is what happened in the second semi-final, I should say. Lincoln South out to a big lead.
It did.
Marble Range did run them down, so it'll be interesting to see whether Lincoln South can keep this energy level up, particularly in this heat. It is very warm today for football weather.
It's not as if Marble Range are holding back either. They're having a bit of a crack too. I mean, that second semi, they were sort of waiting a little bit. They didn't get going till the third quarter, but they're having a crack, so this is a good game. Carey
won the punch, and he also won the free kick, much to the disappointment of Josh Slade, who was off to the races. And now Carey is going to go long, sending an inside forward 50, and Duncan went without it. Marble Range back with it. Quick hand pass exchange. Here's Max Black sending it down the left wing. There were hands in the back on Tynan Keeley. Umpire says no, play on. Marble Range are filthy on the call. Luke Wilkins taking the mark, right centre wing.
Lincoln South forward line at the moment. They've got Michael Maisie, Duncan and Wagner down there, mate. The top 3 players for Lincoln South in the forward line.
Jack Ramsey marking the short kick, goes long inside the forward 50. Pat Flew going without it, Marble Range. Very unfortunate. Waylon Miller with it now. He's going to keep the ball in the contest. Umpire calls for a ball up, 45 from home southern end.
Bit of feeling out there, mate. Michael Maisie's just come through and given, who was that he gave one to? Jordan Clements, one to go on with.
And Waylon Miller wasn't feeling the best either, as now Marble Range pick up the crumb, looking to go on with it. Here's Hutchinson on the left foot. It's a wobbly kick. Tynan Carey bumped off the ball, and we're going to have a throw in. Mitchell Hall, his challenge on Carey was called all good.
Once again, they got it out too easy then, Marble Range, out their back line.
And the throw in is tapped down by Marble Range, looking to run through the pack is Josh Slade. Umpire says no prior opportunity. He only took 2 steps and he was caught. So the umpire will put the ball in the air, gets on with it quickly. Carey flew, good punch out, but Hutchinson is there at the back, waiting for Marble Range. Goes short, looking for Lockie Pake. He let it go, looking to get the ball back, and I think that's just caught in the bottom of the pack, and it is Zane Montgomery locking it in there with Cohen Dennison. We'll have a ball up.
Good contest, mate. Good contest.
Umpire calling his path back out. Cohen Taylor almost standing on top of the umpire there as Carey tries to punch out again. Tied up nicely by Marble Range. They get a wonky kick out of the middle. Billy Byers has it spoilt by Ramsey. Marble Range picking it up. They're in trouble here. Slade had 2 opportunities and he's called for a throw. And the free kick will... Who's it going with? Well, it's going with Lincoln South. Hand pass is a shocker. Schreiber affects the tackle. Wilkins just got it away in time. Here's Billy Byers picking up the crumb. Byers on the right foot, looking to hook inside forward 50, but they fall back. Zane Montgomery taking the mark.
They get out of jail, Lincoln South, with that one, mate. But once again, they played on. It just wasn't pretty.
Short pass finding Wilkins. Wilkins wanting to continue on. Cohen Taylor finding the lead, providing the lead, and finding the ball.
Cody Duncan's on, mate. No, he's going to turn around and go again.
Cohen Taylor still looking. Doesn't see an awful lot to like. I think he's just going to have to go long down this right wing. Umpire calls him now to play on. Cohen Taylor goes long to the contest, and players went without it. Good bump there from Marble Range. Hayden Carey coming down with it. Hand pass missed. I thought that was a throw. Bryson Keeley went without it. Umpire calls play on. Camden Madden hand pass over the top. Brody drew it onto it. Can he get the bounce to advantage? Brody drew it. He's being harassed there by Marble Range in Jackson Bennett. And now we see...
What's happened there, mate?
We see... we're coming all the way back.
Oh.
And I think Hayden Carey might have given Guy Hutchinson a bit of a touch-up.
Yes.
Of course, we are coming all the way back to centre. And Guy Hutchinson will take the free kick.
I think the umpire was calling a holding or something there, mate, on Guy Hutchinson.
Quite possibly. He goes to centre. Now Price Marshall will continue out to that right-hand side, looking and finding Kyle Castley. Castley swinging around on the left boot. Goes long inside forward 50, looking for Schreiber. Got him.
Wow. There you go.
Glenn Schreiber, very, very strong effort. Plenty of attention. And he rode the ball to ground, taking the chest mark. He's kicking on about a 15-degree angle. He's going to be kicking from just under 45, I reckon.
They're to win this game, Lincoln South. They've got to have better awareness for those blokes just sitting in the corridor. He was sitting there for about 5 minutes, that Marble Range player. I'm not sure who it was. And here we are going for a shot for goal.
Schreiber moving in. It's 15-degree angle off to the left. In he comes. He lets it go from 45. Starts at left. Is it going to swing back? It is swinging back, but not quite enough. So Marble Range will add a behind to their tally. Takes them along to 1-1-7, trailing Lincoln South 3-3-21. We have just entered time on at the end of the first term on the Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock. Lincoln South coming out to the right half-back flank, kicking to a 2-on-2 contest. Good spoil from Charlton. Schreiber looked to punch ahead. Sivertson got it back, and now it's McDonald. Hand pass back to Sivertson. Sivertson goes again down the right side. 2-on-1 contest, and Lincoln South really should have taken that one.
Yep.
Probably a bit disappointed there, and now the boundary throw in right in front of us. Disappointing there from Brody Druitt.
No excuses that one, mate. That should have been stuck in the midst.
And as we say that, Druitt goes off for a rest. Marble Range winning the tap down. Tom Charlton hand pass back to Hutchinson. Luke Wilkins is going to pick up the loose one for Lincoln South, sending it inside forward 50. Falling back, taking a good mark there, is Zach Calderwood. Calderwood now looking to come back to the left-hand side. He's going to look for and find Brock Davis in the left fullback, in the left back pocket, I should say. Hutchinson went without it. Good bump by Waylon Miller. Marble Range still with it. Hand pass around the corner. Hutchinson's going to, I was going to say tap to advantage, but he picked it up. Now Charlton goes without it. Hutchinson, it's a mongrel kick, and it found Levi McDonald looking for Connor Madden, went over his head. Cody Duncan's getting there first. Cody Duncan swinging around. He can straighten up. Right foot
Pierces
from 40. Long, low, there.
He turned on a dime then, Keith. A bloke that height can't do that.
Cody Duncan,
just
fourth
did.
goal for Lincoln South.
And I feel sorry for Hutchinson there. He did everything right. It was just his kick that just didn't execute and turn over, and what do you know? But it's a tough game. That's what's going to happen in teams like this, mate. When you're playing good sides, well, when you're playing in the grand final, mate, turnovers are going to cost you. Just
exactly
like
right.
Not taking a mark or not giving the first handball, they're going to cost you today.
Lincoln South 4-3, 27. Marble Range 1-1-7. 22 minutes gone in the first term. We do it all this afternoon, of course, thanks to our number one ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy. Umpire back with the ball in centre.
See, Billy Bias has gone forward for Marble Range. Keith?
And we're going to have Wolford in the contest again up against Sivertson this time. Everybody went without it. Clements is going to get there first. He's going to throw it onto the right boot. Looking to drive inside forward 50, does so. Bounce eludes pretty much everyone. Who's going to get there first? It's Steve Paul running back. Aiden Baker went without it. Ball going towards goal, and it's tapped through for a minor score for Marble Range.
Oh, I get nervous down there. Lincoln South down back.
I think they made a bit of a hash of that, Lincoln South.
Yeah, well, they did.
And that is a bit of a warning shot, because if they're going to keep doing that, Marble Range will get a goal sooner rather than later, you'd think.
They'll smell blood, won't they?
Lincoln South continuing down the left wing. Pack flew, went without it. Marble Range picking up the crumb. Todd Owen, hand pass returned by Calderwood. That's a trip, surely. Yes, it is. It wasn't just a legging. The leg was stuck out.
It was a bit rude, wasn't it?
It was. Calderwood firing in low. Great mark.
Bennett.
Jackson Bennett.
Well,
he's lining up pretty much bang in front, maybe 5 metres off centre. In fact, no, he's not going to line up from in front. He's going to go wider, and he's going to find his captain, who had an acre of space. Would love to know what Steve Paul was thinking there. Because Tynan Keeley had all the time in the world. Admittedly, it's not exactly a great angle. It's about 55 degrees, but he's only going to be kicking. In fact, he's lining up. He's going to be moving in from 40, so the distance isn't that difficult. You think, and here he goes, Tynan Keeley swinging around onto the right. Thank you very much.
That's his bread and butter, those ones, mate. He loves them. Absolutely loves them. Yowie Wagner will be pulling his hair out with that, just the lack of awareness and not manning up on the Marble Range players in the forward line. Just can't be doing that.
Yeah, I can see Yowie Wagner going back to his forward position. He was on the halfback flank. Yeah. And I dare say that he might have been, and he is now, giving a few instructions to his team. Curtis's sales and service scoreboard as Lincoln South 4-3-27, Marble Range 2-2-14.
He was punching his two fists together, mate, basically saying, tighter, boys, tighter. Not good enough.
We move along to 25 minutes played in the first term, so plenty of time on in this opening quarter. Umpire sends the ball in the air. Calderwood came down with the tap, and Levi McDonald got the crumb. Mongrel kick in, goes pretty much nowhere. Connor Madden gets the hand pass back to Duncan. Goes on for Cohen Taylor. Nice bump. No, it's called a throw.
Well, fair enough.
Michael Maisie doesn't like the call.
I think it was a good decision. I think he just, had too much of it then.
Josh Slade goes short. Into the middle. Now they're playing on. Kyle Castley onto the left boot. Wants to send Keeley on the lead. Got him. Did he? Yes.
Like an ox.
Tynan Keeley called the mark. Came down without it, but the umpire says that he held it long enough.
Yeah.
And guess who was sniffing around waiting to play on?
Billy Byers.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's why he's down there, mate.
And Tynan Keeley going to be lining up. Tell you what, after the dominance in this first term, Lincoln South would be pretty aggrieved, I think is probably the best way to describe it, if they go in only 7 points up. Because they have really dominated this term.
Yeah, I think they'd be happy.
Okay.
I think they'd be happy.
Just to still be in front?
I think Yowie would be happy with just the way they're playing. They're attacking the football they're playing on. It's not pretty, but there's work to be done.
Tynan Keeley from 35. It starts straight, it stays straight. So Tynan Keeley, after the siren at the end of the first term, makes this a very, very interesting ball game indeed. At the first change, Lincoln South 4-3-27, Marble Range 3-2-20. Your thoughts on the first term, Dave?
Well, they need to quickly get into their huddle, Lincoln South, here and just say, boys, just keep your head up. That means nothing, that. It's just nothing. We've played pretty well this quarter. We just need to pretty it up. We need to just have more confidence in when we're going to give it off to our partners and just not spray it out to just anyone. Just have a bit of a think about it. You've got more time than what you think. But the reasoning's right there. mate. I think they're going okay.
Second term coming up next on our live coverage of the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Premiership Decider. Thanks to our number one ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy. You're on 5CC. Welcome back to Centenary Oval, 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Grand Final, quarter time. Lincoln South 4-3-27, Marble Range 3-2-20. What's the word from the huddle, Dave?
I had to listen to Boydie, mate. It was pretty simple. He just said the scoreboard's a repercussion of our bad kicking, basically. Every goal that Lincoln South's got was due to our bad kicking, and also be aware of Michael Maisie.
Michael Maisie is going to be the focus. You heard it there.
Yep.
So we're now waiting for the crowd to disperse from the northern end. I tell you what, plenty of people out on the field at quarter time just wanting to get in amongst the huddles.
Good sign. It's a good sign, mate.
We've got Paul Kidney, the reserve umpire, now also leaving the field, which means that we are just about ready to go for the second term. Umpire at the ready, ball in the air, and Wolford back in the ruck for Marble Range. Once again, up goes the ball, and coming down with it was Carey with the punch out, and that could have been in the back.
I think so.
On Maisie.
Very lucky.
Clements got away with one there.
What a duel that's going to be, mate. Maisie Clements.
Maisie had a couple of words to him as well. Carey with the big punch, and Cooper Miller getting back there first. Billy Bias wrapping around and sending a bit of a wobbler up towards centre, right centre wing, I should say. Zane Montgomery got there first for Lincoln South, hands first, but the ball bounces across the boundary line. Boundary umpire to throw in right in front of the Marble Range dugout.
Samuel Beer was about 10 metres behind Billy Bias then. I think the word was perfect, wrapped around, I think you said, Keith. That's exactly what he did. He went, just hid. He hid from Samuel Beer, got away from him.
That's a pretty standard rugby league play, so I'm a little bit more used to seeing that one and calling that one. Umpire will ball it up, and Carey won the tap down once again. Everyone going without it. Having an air swing there was Jackson Bennett. Lincoln South back with it. Hayden Carey over the top to Cohen Dennison. Looking to hand pass. No, he decided to go around Billy Bias because he got a nice shepherd. Short kick, it's a nice kick. Driving kick, finding Brodie Druitt. He continues down that right wing, looking for guess who? Oh, he went without it, Yowie. Gets back, tries to collect, leaves it on the ground. Marble Range all around him, and the ball eventually picked up again by Lincoln South, going around the wrong way, onto the left boot, looking for Luke Wilkins, finding him. 55 from home.
They've got numbers, mate. What are they going to do? They're going to move it quick.
Wilkins decides to go short, jinking over the top. Good spoil coming in from Marble Range. Max Black with it. Where do they go from here? They're just going to go long out to the right wing, and if they can get this one with Lockie Pake, then there's an opportunity to set up. In fact, Lincoln South fall back nicely. So Pake goes towards the centre, looking for Tynan Keeley, couldn't get there. Keeley continuing on down that right side, and short kick for Slade. Slade decides to go short again, sending teammate on the chase. Overrunning at that time was Archer Purtell. Lincoln South back with it, went without it. Todd Slade, hand pass through to nobody, picked up there by Hall. Hall will continue down the left side, finding Hayden Carey. They're playing on quickly. Carey looking to the centre, and that's a good spoil going in, but Cody Duncan held it well. Good pressure on him from Wolford, but Cody Duncan held the mark.
Excellent, solid.
Continues out to Cohen Dennison, left wing.
Great delivery too. He's got someone on short here to his left. Does he go? No.
Dennison ignores Sivertson, goes back to centre. It's a terrible kick.
Yeah.
And no umpire called play on. Bennett not paid the mark. I thought that was a bit stiff. Everyone goes without it. Cody Duncan. Oh, that's a good, strong effort at the ball there. Marble Range getting in ahead of Cody Duncan as it gets wrapped up. We're going to have a ball up 48 from northern end.
I think best case scenario happened there, mate. Cody Duncan did pretty well to actually hold his feet and just wrap the ball in tight.
That was great desperation from Marble Range getting in there.
Yep.
Tap out one there by Wolford, and pinball. That is a great torpedo heading towards centre field. Going without it. Oh, Schreiber overran it, so Lincoln South can retrieve and recover out towards the right side. Waylon Miller gets it to sit for him. He steps, hand passes to himself. Bias, he beat Bias, did Waylon Miller. Got under it, bombing into the forward line. Cody Duncan went without it. Brodie Druitt, they're going to get a free.
Well, I don't know what that was for, mate.
Cody Duncan gets it.
Do you know what for?
I have absolutely no clue what the problem was there. I don't know why Cody Duncan got the free, but he does, and he's pretty much bang in front, and he'll be kicking from 40.
Well, nevertheless, mate, how good was Brodie Druitt then? Just spinning out of trouble there in front of Billy Bias. No respect to Billy Bias at all. Said, move over, Billy. I'm coming through, mate.
Billy will be looking for him now.
Oh, he will be.
But here is Cody Duncan. He's going to be bang in front, kicking into a very slight breeze.
I'll tell you what, this is a big kick.
Cody Duncan comes in, lets it go from 45. Oh. Starts it, and did it get there? Did it get there? I think he's paying it.
Hang on. He's paying
Yes, he does.
Wow.
Cody Duncan got there by the hair of his chinny chin chin, I reckon.
I tell you what, He gave it everything, mate. Marble Range are still contesting it. They're saying, no, that wasn't a goal.
Yeah, Marble Range are not happy whatsoever. The goal umpire looked a little bit uncertain.
I must admit from here it didn't look like a goal.
I didn't think it made the distance, but it had to be so close.
Well, there you go. Another one.
We'll pay the benefit of the doubt to the goal umpire. He's in a slightly better position than what we are. And by slightly, I mean extremely. 5-3-33 Lincoln South, leading Marble Range 3-2-20 on the Curtis's Sales and Service scoreboard. I noticed that the clock hasn't started here at Centenary Oval.
Okay.
So we'll keep an eye on our own time clock. I make it about maybe 4 minutes gone in this term.
I think that's a bit of a settler for Lincoln South, even though they're not much in front. It's just a bit of, ease the pressure for them, ease the nerves.
Tap out one by Marble Range. Black trying to tap to his own advantage ahead of Luke Wilkins. Went without it. Aiden Baker picks it up for Lincoln South. Turns and goes long. Turning back towards centre. 2-on-1 contest, and they all went without at Marble Range. Cody Duncan with it. Scything in. Oh, great mark. Coming forward, Marble Range. They're going to play. Man on the mark, got a smother. Waylon Miller on the right boot. He's going for home. Yoey's all on his own. He'll mark it in the goal square.
They took something special, mate. It was that smother. How good was that, mate? It's the 1%ers, and this is where they're going to win this game if they keep doing these little these things, mate, these 1%ers.
I'll mark Yoey down for 3. He hasn't kicked it yet.
Oh, you can mark
But something
it down,
tells
mate.
me that Yoey's not going to miss this.
There's one certain things, mate. He's got that much oil on him, and he's going to kick this one. There's certain things, mate. That's
If he
for sure.
does, I'm not showing my face around Lincoln South for 6 months. Yoey Wagner coming in. He's going to be kicking from 10 out. He can throw it through, and he might as well have, and he does.
Throws the fist pump to the crowd too, mate. Gets them pumped.
6 goals for Lincoln South on the afternoon. Yoey's got 3, and it's 6-3-39. Lincoln South leading Marble Range 3-2-20. Curtis' Sales and Service scoreboard.
I think Brock Davis has come in and just given a few of the Lincoln South boys a bit of an elbow in the chest there, and he's not happy about it, mate. He's bleeding. Probably from that last goal from Duncan too, mate. Still frustrated, I
So
think.
we'll see if there's a blood rule.
Might have been from that little jab.
There's nothing happening much there, so looks as though all is fair in love and war. So we're going to return to the centre circle. It's going to be Wolford back in there once again up against Carey. Umpire with the ball at the ready, and up it goes. And Carey once again gets the tap down. Clements, looked to barrel through.
Didn't he?
Wilkins picked up the crumb, goes long into the forward line. Cody Duncan, what a grab! He grabs it on the arc. He continues out to the left side. Where are they going here? Yoey wants... Oh, Yoey's on!
Well, Price Marshall will be bleeding. Absolutely bleeding. He gave him an inch. He gave him bugger all then, and he just stuck. Sticky fingers Yoey, mate.
And he's on probably about a 35-degree angle. Not quite 45. He's probably going to be kicking from about 40 metres.
That mark from Cody Duncan, mate, got to be a chance for the mark of the day to make your mark see mark at City Motors.
Here he comes, Yoey, moving in past the arc. And he's going to let it go here from 35 on the right boot. Starts at left. Oh, and he misses.
Stays left.
So it stays left. Yoey Wagner puts it through for just the 1 point, moving Lincoln South along to 6-4-40, leading Marble Range 3-2-20. And by my watch, we've had 6 minutes of play in this second term on the Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock.
And they just squeeze it real hard here, Lincoln South. Do not let it get out.
Continuing out to what is known as the pocket of death, and it goes all the way out on the full. Marble Range out of sorts at the moment, so Lincoln South with it.
They need to keep moving in that forward line, Lincoln South. Leave it open.
And now looking to send the ball. They keep it reasonably low. Looking.
Wow.
Oh, well played.
I get the feeling that was touched, Keith, by the Marble Range player. But
Well, they went to protest, but the umpire says no. So Waylon Miller.
I thought I saw it deviate off a Ranger's hand, but
It looked a little
nevertheless,
bit wobbly, but
He'll
here
take
is
it.
Waylon Miller.
pocket of death.
Good luck.
35 out.
The wind is just starting to pick up a little bit now. And here is Waylon Miller. So won't they really get a lift if he can put this one away from the pocket of death. Waylon Miller, 55-degree angle, lets it go from 40. He hands it out right, gave it everything, and did he get anything? No, he didn't. He misses everything, so Marble Range will get the free. And that tells you how difficult it is.
It is.
If you don't believe us when we call it the pocket of death.
Right, they've got the switch on here. They can switch the play here, Marble Range, if they move it quick. I'll tell you what, if they... No, they're not going it.
Oh, he lost his footing. Oh, gee.
Wow.
Lincoln South, they have the momentum as now they return to Tom Charlton across the back line. Oh, that's a wobbly kick and held by Brock Davis.
Oh, they do it so
Davis
well.
now
They do it so
continuing
well.
down this right wing. He kicks to a one-on-one contest. It's Sivitson and Wilkins. Letting it go over the back. Aiden Baker with it. Hand pass back to Connor Madden. Oh, it's smothered by Clements. He's off to the races. Clements lets it go. Sends Keeley on the chase. If he can get a bounce in front of Hall, then Keeley should get it. He doesn't get a good bounce. He gets a horror bounce. Falling across for Jennings.
Oh!
Jennings was high. It was high. And he gets the free.
Well, fair enough. It was definitely high. He's
Yep.
got the first tackle, the second tackle was.
Well, they were both high, and Lincoln South on both occasions wanted holding the ball, but there was no doubt that it went straight across Lachlan Jennings' collarbone.
Yep.
And so Lachlan Jennings will have the opportunity.
And
It's a pretty tight angle, though.
It was all about Jordan Clements and that 1%er, mate.
That's right. Here's Lachlan Jennings moving in. Oh, it's across the right.
No, it deserved
and just
more.
through for one.
It deserved more, mate. Yeah, Jordan Clements made that smother, and they just got him on the back foot then, Lincoln South, and that's how quickly it can change.
That's right. Moving along now to 6-4-40. Lincoln South leading Marble Range 3-3-21. Curtis's sales and service scoreboard as Lincoln South looking to bring. Oh, look out, that's gone.
Okay.
That's into the fence on the full. So Tynan Keeley will get the free kick from the right half forward flank. He's going to be starting from across the boundary line.
They're taking their chances, Lincoln South. I think they'd be...
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get much enjoyment out of this term, I reckon. As now umpire back in the centre. Carey wins the tap out ahead of Bryson Keeley, and that was in the back.
Oh.
Wowee, they let that one go. So obviously in the back is not going to be pinned too much. Connor Madden taking the mark as it drifted away to this left centre wing for Lincoln South.
Certainly no favours from Michael Maisie today, mate, from the umpires.
Connor Madden keeping it low, driving towards the boundary line. Good
mark.
mark. Solid mark there.
Yep.
Marble Range taking it. It's Cooper Miller. He sends it into the middle. Now they're going to play on. Got to get rid of it. And they do. In fact, Calderwood could have found himself in some trouble. Nice little smother on the rebound there from Jennings. Max Black gets the hand pass forward. Hall picks it up for Lincoln South. He's gone.
Yep.
He's got to be gone. No call. Unbelievable. Throw over the top, I thought. That's high. That'll be a free to Lincoln South. Gee, there's some stuff being let go.
The pressure factor's huge out there, mate.
Well, the umpires are being very lenient as long as they're consistent.
Yep.
And I have to say, they're not being inconsistent at the moment, so
That's right.
maybe just letting things go a little bit. Oh, super grab in the contest.
That's
Tom
Charlton.
Charlton.
He worked his body beautifully there, mate. That was great play.
Sending in. Oh, Maisie's got it. Ahead of Lockie Pake. And Pake did well to hold him up there because Maisie was off.
Got to move it quick.
Maisie goes out looking for Ramsey. They're coming back.
He went over the mark, I think, Keith. He went over
Oh,
the
it's
mark.
25, yes.
He's going to have a shot for goal here, I think. Maisie?
And Maisie, the wind's just picking up at the moment.
Maybe not.
So I think Maisie will probably be looking for a lead. Where's Yowie? And Maisie goes short, finding Cohen Taylor instead.
Wow, that was cheeky.
So Cohen Taylor will take the mark and about 10 metres off centre. And Cohen Taylor will be kicking. Well, he's marked his own kicking point from 45.
I dare say this will stretch him, the distance.
I think that's probably the end of his range.
Okay.
Here's Cohen Taylor moving in from the arc. And he moves in. Right foot from 45. Starts left. And stays there. He made the distance in the end, though, as you quite rightly say. Not a bad effort. Moving Lincoln South along to 6-5-41. Marble Range. 4-3-27. Curtis' sales and service scoreboard.
Just what we wanted, Keith. A tight game. This could. This is not going to blow out any time soon, I don't think.
You can sense Marble Range just starting to work into the contest now. As now they come across their back line.
They're finding their groove, aren't they?
Yeah. It's not anything spectacular, but Marble Range, they're just a little bit more settled than what they were in the first term.
Yep.
So Lincoln South, they're going to have to really step up to stay in the contest. We got a 25 to Marble Range. That'll get them out of trouble here, and now they're going to run on the mark and play on. Yowie Wagner's back on. They got a problem here, and now the hand pass away from Brock Davis. Could have found himself in a real lot of hurt. Price Marshall sends it out to Schreiber, who went without it. Schreiber looking to kick in danger.
Yeah, it is.
And that's going to be a free to Lincoln South.
Well, lucky because they're away then, Marble Range.
They go long into the forward line. Good effort there from Marble Range getting front spot. But there's a free holding the man. I think that's a bit stiff. And now 25.
Cody Duncan.
I think someone's had something to say to the umpire. So Cody Duncan, that's a big 25. I think he might have given 2 back-to-back.
Wow. Well,
Yeah.
are the wheels falling off?
Well, Cody Duncan's about to slot another one for Lincoln South. It's going to be his 3rd.
Jeez.
So obviously someone has had something to say for back-to-back 25s. Cody Duncan will make it 7 goals on the afternoon for Lincoln South and push the lead out to an even 20 points. And there you go. Cody Duncan has 3.
Well. Yeah, undisciplined, mate. It's so not at Marble Range. They're not like that. It's usually the opposition that get frustrated with Marble Range.
That's exactly right.
Yep. Well, I did say, are the wheels off?
Very good question.
Probably a bit early to say that, to be honest, but are the wheels going off? Are they loosening? Are the nuts and bolts
Just
loosening
a
on
little
the...
bit of a wobble. Maybe going through a bit of a skid patch.
We don't see a wobble down in the Marble Range backhorn very often.
That's true.
That's where they make their play. That's where they start.
That's right. 7-5-47. Lincoln South leading Marble Range 4-3-27. Do it all this afternoon. Thanks to our number 1 ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy umpire at the ready. And up the ball goes again. Carey wins the tap out. It bobbles around in the middle. Lockie Pake went without it. Trying to pick it up here, Marble Range. Clements does well. Away to Hutchinson. Hutchinson now rifles it in, looking for Billy Bias. He got bumped off the ball. Bias back with it. Bias still has it. Bias goes short, finding Tynan Keeley.
And that's what he does.
Just when you think you got their measure, back they come.
He's a genius. And Blewett was wearing him like a glove then, but he still managed to find space and,
That's exactly right.
And executed under pressure.
And Tynan Keeley on 35-degree angle, just about. He's going to be letting this go, I'd say, closer to 40 than 45.
Well, he's
In he comes.
The way he's kicking him, he won't. He shouldn't miss this.
Tynan Keeley from 45 starts it straight as a dive.
Wow.
Never looked like missing. Tynan Keeley's got 4.
Well.
And Marble Range, they are not going away.
I was just about to say that last centre bounce, would Marble Range be happy if it was half-time now, going into half-time with the score the way it was? I think they wouldn't have been happy, but that goal there, they could probably go in with their heads held with some sort of respect for themselves. You know,
if they're less than 20 down, then I think they'll be happy, Marble Range.
I think they'll find that serviceable. They'll be happy with that. Yep, it's very doable.
3 straight or less, and I think they'll be pretty satisfied with that. 7-5-47. Lincoln South leading Marble Range 5-3-33 as the umpire sends the ball in the air. Bryson Keeley won the tap down, looking to go on with it, and now the hand pass away to Bryson. He gets the kick into the forward line, nearly beating Hall over the top, doesn't do so. Steve Paul with it.
Hold the ball.
He's got to be gone.
It's hold the ball.
Yes.
Well.
And the momentum swing, you can just see it. Tynan Keeley to kick from bang in front.
He's so imposing, Tyson Keeley. They lift. They lift whenever he has the ball, and whenever he kicks a goal, they lift. Marble Range.
They do.
Whenever Billy Bias has it, and this fella, they lift.
35 metres out, pretty much bang in front, maybe 5 metres off centre at the most. Here is Tynan Keeley moving in, lets it go from 4, and that is a shank and a half.
Oh, no.
And it goes through for 1 point.
Yeah.
Oh, well, eventually the commentator's curse had to kick in, didn't it?
Absolutely not. It was due.
13 points the march, and Lincoln South over Marble Range. We played 16 minutes on the Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock.
Well, an important couple of minutes. I'm not sure how long to go, Keith, but the time clock's not working, but it can't be long.
I've got 16 minutes gone, and that's a good grab from Michael Maisie. We've got a couple of early contenders for the City Motors Mark of the Day. Don't forget to make your mark with marking the team at City Motors. Maisie going short, finding Cody Duncan on the right side.
Okay.
So I think they're going to try and play a little bit of Marble Range from 2 weeks ago here, just trying to shut things down a little.
I don't think it's the way to go, mate. I don't think they should be doing that.
Way too long to go. You're probably looking at the best part of 7 or 8 minutes. There was a shove out there. Umpire called play on. Marble Range first down to the crumb, and they send it onto the left boot, getting it long towards forward 50. Pack went without it. Who's going to pick it up here? Here's Keeley. Wow. Keeley deciding to rifle into the centre, looking for Schreiber, who was held without it. Umpire called play on. Cohen Dennison back with it. Dennison beat Schreiber around the corner, and Jennings tried to smother the pass. Luke Wilkins, he's gone. He stepped 3 of them and into a traffic jam, and who's going to take the free? Your man Billy.
Bias, he was just hunting that, mate. He just ran into a wall of Marble Range then, didn't he? He had no options. They seem to be not running in numbers, Lincoln South, so they've got no options.
Billy Bias, this could test the length of his kick. He's going to have to let it go just inside the arc.
A little bit of a bruise.
Only very slight. In comes Billy Bias, dead centre. from 47. Oh, he got onto that, no problem at all.
He loved it.
He got onto that easy.
He loved it, mate. As soon as it left his boot, he clapped his hands together and went, come on, boys.
Never doubt Billy.
And 3 goals just like that.
And Marble Range, all of a sudden, are just blowing this contest right open. Curtis' sales and service scoreboard. It's Lincoln South 7-5-47. Marble Range move along to 6-4-40.
Correct me if I'm wrong, mate, but besides Tyson Keeley actually standing up, I don't think Marble Range are doing anything drastically different. I think it's actually Lincoln South that have taken the foot off the pedal a little bit.
Marble Range aren't out of second gear yet. In fact, you could make an argument they're not even into second gear. And Lincoln South, you're right, they're just starting to ease up a bit here as the tap out won once again by Carey. Camden Madden picked up the crumb back to Carey. Was that high or was he going without it? He's gone without it. So the free kick will go the way of Marble Range. Tell you what, the way they're playing, it wouldn't surprise me if they can get in front at half-time here, Marble Range.
I know.
That would just be debilitating
Yes.
for Lincoln South from an emotional perspective. Hutchinson, the short kick, lands it onto the chest of Jackson Bennett, just ahead of Cohen Taylor. Jackson Bennett now for Marble Range. Left foot down the right wing and looking for it. Finding it easy was Jordan Clements.
He gives it off, mate.
Clements to Bias. Goes for home and he's going to miss everything out to the right-hand side.
That would have hurt. That would have really hurt.
That would have just been a dagger to the heart of Lincoln South.
Yep.
Get away with that one though. Bit fortunate there to still be leading by 7. By rights, I think Marble Range. I think they'll be. I think Lincoln South will be pretty satisfied if they can even go to half-time just in front.
I think at this stage, yeah.
The way Marble Range has swung the momentum.
Especially when you've got Bennett, Clements and Billy Bice linking up all in one play. It's not what the doctor ordered, mate.
Connor Madden with the short kick, and that is a good spoil going in over the top from Castley. Forces Montgomery across the boundary line for a throw-in. 55 from home southern end. Marble Range, all the momentum with them.
Bison Keeley's come off for a breather, mate, with Jed Wolford coming on. He's been pretty quiet today, Jed, so far.
Throw-in was caught by Zane Montgomery, had an air swing, and now they're going to try and fire it back in Marble Range. Kick was smothered, and going without it, shoots out to the back of the pack. Hand pass went nowhere. I think that's going to be free. Yeah, diving in at Billy Bias's knees, and Bias couldn't help himself. It was a very, very smart bit of play there from Aidan Baker, who sends it out to the right-hand side, finding Connor Madden, right wing. He runs up that wing, keeps it low, looking to drive it long. Camden goes without it, his brother. Hand pass over the top. Cohen Taylor got it. Left footer, looking for Yowie. Got him.
Yep.
Got him.
Just read it better, didn't he, mate?
Price Marshall was there all over him, but Yowie just got the strength.
I think Price was too worried about Yowie then, and not the ball.
And Yowie will surely, you would think, swallow this one up. Sorry, Lincoln South fans, but I put the mock on Bias and Keeley earlier. So surely we got to share the mock around.
Is this for his 4th, Keith?
This will be for number 4, yes. Actually, we put the mock on him before. That's why he didn't kick number 4. So here he comes. Yowie Wagner. He's going to let it go from 35, just off centre. Yowie Wagner starts at left and keeps it left.
Okay.
Goes through for 1 point. Like I said, we put the mock on Marble Range. We've got to distribute the mock evenly. Moves along. I'm going to get so in trouble if I go to Lincoln South anytime soon. 7-6-48 Lincoln South, Marble Range 6-4-40. And by my judgment, we've played 22 minutes in this second term. Short kick found Cooper Miller. Dennison. Oh, I thought Cooper Miller thought he had. I think Cooper Miller thought he had 25. He played on quickly. And Dennison almost ran him down, and now they get out of trouble. Kick into a contest, it's 3-on-2. Clements went without it, Wilkins came down with it. Lincoln South having an air swing. Calderwood it was, having Jed Wolford, with the hand pass, and that went nowhere. And Lincoln South with the ball. It was Wilkins taken, in fact it was Levi McDonald, taken to ground by Guy Hutchinson.
Keith, I just wonder whether Jed Wolford's carrying an injury. He just doesn't seem to be jumping off the ground much.
And he has been moved out of ruck, as now it's Calderwood kicking out to that wing, and who's going to get there first, Montgomery or Pake? It's a bounce beating everyone. Castley got there first, went without it. Connor Madden picks it up. He can run, he can keep it low, looking to the forward line. Sivertson.
Well done. He plucked it over the top. Well done.
Thought there were a couple of hands in the back. One of the players went down. I wasn't sure who it was. And I don't know whether the umpire picked it, but Colby Sivertson has it. Might have even been a Lincoln South player going to ground, who knows. Sivertson deciding to go short, looking, oh, that's a good spoil there coming in from Marble Range. They did that well. Cooper Miller falling back, and now it's Bryce Marshall. Went without it, hand pass out to the side, and now I think that's Charlton getting the kick. It's a wobbly one, but Marble Range, they can tap it to advantage. Can they get the ball free into the middle? Bias, it went over his head, and now Bryson Keeley going to ground, and Lincoln South back with it. They're playing a bit of pinball, and that'll get locked up centre ground, and we will have a ball up as we go to 23 minutes play in the second term. Lincoln South by 8.
Well, they needed that one, Lincoln South, just to go in with some sort of, confidence.
Carey won the tap. Hacked forward by Cohen Taylor, but doesn't get it there, and now Jordan Clements is going to come away. Is that going to sit for the Marble Range side, or is Lincoln South going to get there first? Levi McDonald got there first, and that is the end of the first half of the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Grand Final. Lincoln South, I think they're going to be pretty relieved to be in front by 8 points.
Yeah, well, not behind by maybe 18 points, mate. The way it was going, if there had been another 10 minutes of play, I would have been a little bit worried for Lincoln South, mate.
That was a violent momentum swing that we saw when Marble Range decided to really just try and put it together.
It was just that chest move. They were waiting. Bang, that link up between Clements, Billy Bias, bang, goal. It is drastic, isn't it?
Well, I think it was a phrase that was coined. It might have been the art of war. Beware the quiet man, for he listens when everyone speaks, and when everyone goes silent, he acts.
Yeah, well.
And that pretty much summed up what Marble Range tried to do.
Yeah, it did. It was beautiful, mate. It was, something out of a story, mate, like you just said. It was, that's what they do. That's what they do. And like I said, if they go into half-time Marble Range a couple of goals down, I don't think they'd be disappointed. I think they'd be finding it very achievable. They're only 8 points down, mate. They'd be licking their lips for this third quarter.
Unlike the major semi, it's Lincoln South who are running off here, so they might like their chances to be able to go on with it in the second half, but we saw what happened last time.
Mate, I'm going to try and get down to those rooms and get a bit of feedback off those coaches and just see where it's at, mate. What do you reckon? That
is a very good idea. And while Dave does that, we'll have the Curtis and Sales and Service Tumby Bay Cummins and Woodton out-of-town scoreboard. That's coming up next on our live coverage of the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Premiership Decider. Thanks to our #1 ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy here on 5CC. 48, leading Marble Range 6-4, 40 out the main change. Curtis of Sales and Service Tumby comes in the scoreboard. Going to start with the Great Flinders Netball E-grade. It's Tumby over Ramblers 42-7 earlier on today. In the D-grade final, Elliston today 52 in the reserves. United taking it out over Elliston 29-24. Yet from the A reserves grand final. D-grade to come through. A-grade is currently underway, so we're trying to get a couple of scores through grand completed, or in fact the B grade is currently in progress, I should say. Sydney Colts in the Great Flinders Football League, Tumby Bay, Mighty Delana 5-1-31. In the Mini Colts, is Tumby Bay 5-32 over Elliston 2-12. In the B grade grand final, congratulations to Tumby Bay 10-13-63. Mighty Delana 9-14-68. And the half line in the A grade final, Tumby Bay 6-2 Marble Range 8-13-61. Beat Boston 5-2-32. Under 17 Boston 7-8 5-5-35. In the reserves grand final. South taking out the title over Marble Range 9-4. As mentioned, half-time in the A grade leading South 7-6-48. Marble Range 6-4-40. You heard the off from the AFL Blacktown. In the news update, Richmond 7-11-53 over West 5-4-34. Snake on the ground. Starting the game late by half an hour. Crows 6-6-42, leading the Bombers 3-2-20. NRL elimination final being played across the ditch in Auckland. Sean's Nickel Clockstad scoring a try with less than a minute elapsed. So the New Zealand Warriors currently leading the Newcastle Knights 4 points to nil in that elimination in Auckland. The winner will go through to the final next Saturday night against the Brisbane Broncos at Suncorp Stadium. Last night the Melbourne Storm made their way through the prelim against the Penrith Panthers at the Olympic Stadium 18 over the Sydney Roosters. Of course, the AFL Carlton made their way through to the prelim against the Brisbane Lions next week after taking out the Melbourne Demons in an absolute sweep. The Demons not being able to keep straight, and that's what ended up costing them in the end. Less than an hour until the opening bounce at Fremantle Oval between the Dockers and Hawks in the AFLW. Later on tonight is the NRL versus the Cowboys. AFL, the elimination final at Adelaide Oval. Apparently there's still tickets available. Very surprised about 3.5 hours until the opening bounce. Port versus GWS at Adelaide Oval. NRLW Broncos, and then a host of play Yes, it is Tumby Bay leading United Yolana by 14 points at half time. Tumby Bay 19 6-7-43. Apparently Tumby Bay are absolutely turning it on at Cardew. Once a while, struggling to go. People got it simply because of the stand Tumby Bay are playing. It will be absolutely fascinating to see if United Yolana can stand it up through until full time. The second half, because we know how good United Yolana are. Not different to Marble Range. Over the last 2 seasons, looking for a three-peat in the Great Flinders Football League, just as Marble Range are here today. Yes, they have. Jed Wolford is at the ready in ruck to go up against Hayden Carey. Bryson Carey was in there for a little while.
Yep.
Now they've gone back to basically what they started with.
So Lincoln South are going to persist with Samuel Beer on Billy Bias. So all faith in Samuel to do the job.
Wade Hanson's been given the job on Yowie Wagner at the southern end.
And who's on Keeley down there, mate?
Looks as though they're going to be sticking with Mitchell Hall, I reckon.
Okay, so they're sticking with their guns.
So they're just going to stay with it. Okay, here we go. Umpire at the ready for the start of the third term. Wolford and Carey in ruck for Marble Range and Lincoln South respectively. And away we go. And it was an air swing. Clements looking to tap to advantage. Picked it up beautifully. Hand pass out to Hutchinson. And they're off to the races early. Hutchinson driving in low, looking for Keeley.
Well,
oh, that was too easy.
I'm not sure who Hutchinson's opponent is on the wing there, but he won't do that again and give him that much space. He had about 30 metres space.
Connor Madden just lined up on his own side rather than man on man.
Yeah, it was Connor Madden, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And we are right behind Tynan Keeley's kick here. We could not be in better position. It's a 35-degree angle. Tynan Keeley moves in, hits it from 30. Not a problem. Thank you very much. Tynan Keeley makes it 5 for his personal haul. He makes it 7 for Marble Range, and they are back within 2 points on the Curtis' Sales and Service scoreboard. It's Lincoln South 7-6-48, Marble Range 7-4-46.
If I had someone to kick for my life, I'd have Tyson. I'd Tyson Keeley to kick for me, mate.
Probably not a bad option to have.
Yeah, just a thumping kick. Gets his body behind it, and boom.
It's either Tynan or Yowie. You'd have one of the two. Probably Tynan if it was a grand final.
Yes.
And 2 points now the margin. Marble Range didn't even need a minute to cut back in there. And we are ready to go once again. And the tap out one there by Carey misses everyone. Todd Owen looking to get back. In fact, it was Billy Bias. The bounce was a stinker and sat up beautifully for Jackson Bennett, who reefs it inside 50. Bounce eludes everyone once more. Zane Montgomery back there first. Montgomery's in trouble. Got a kick in. He's going to be chased down here by Max Black. Black, what's he going to do? He's going to tap it to his own advantage. And that's a good tackle affected on the Lincoln South player coming across. I think that might have been Hall, who then went without. He's a little slow up there, Hall. And that wouldn't be good because he's the man supposed to be tagging Tynan Keeley.
Last two centre bounces, mate. We had Bennett and Clements getting the kicks out. So, yeah, not good signs from Lincoln South if that carries on.
Marble Range winning the tap down, tapping to advantage again, still going inside forward 50, and the umpire will call gone. So, ruling there was prior opportunity there, Lincoln South to get the free.
Connor Madden still happy to give Hutchinson plenty of room, plenty of space. He gave him another 30 metres in on his own.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cody Duncan went without it, but it was called high contact. So Cody Duncan will get the free on that left wing. Billy Bias unimpressed with the call. Cody Duncan not seeing an awful lot. He sees a lead and he decides to ignore Brodie Druitt. Now they're going to come across their back line. I remember Marble Range doing something like this. Let's see whether they can execute just as well. Duncan and Bias are having a bit of a set. That's a terrible kick.
Wow.
And Cohen Taylor, he got it back. He almost went without it. That's a wobbly old kick over the top. And the bounce eludes. And up for Waylon Miller. Miller now continuing on the right boot. Dinking, chip kick, and it's a wobbly bounce. Connor Madden got it, and Zach Calderwood with it. Cooper Miller trying to pick it up. He retreats back. He left it. Levi McDonald overran it, and back with it. That's high. That's very high. That's right across the collarbone, and unfortunate there for Brodie Druitt as the free kick goes away. Brock Davis for Marble Range coming across his back line.
Well, they took that risk, Lincoln South, in the back line, and, hey, it wasn't pretty, but it got him down there, mate.
Speaking of risks, now still with Marble Range, and the ball sitting at the bottom of the pack. And where's it going to come out? It's not going to come out, and the umpire will call for a ball up. Gee, they got themselves into a mess there.
They did, mate. They did. They got it down there quick. They didn't know what to do. No one was ready for it, but yeah. Taking a risk. They're taking a risk, Keith.
Umpire with it now, sends the ball in the air, and we have a free kick going the way of Marble Range. Not sure what the story was there. They come across the back line, marked by Tom Charlton. Not quite left back pocket, almost at full back, rather. And Charlton goes short up the middle, finding Price Marshall.
This is what they do so well, mate. They're happy to just wait and just pin it around.
And Marshall will look to go short, I reckon. No, he's going to go longer, kicking out towards this left half-back flank. Montgomery flew, came down without it. Michael Maisie onto it. Michael Maisie onto the left boot, sending it for home.
Now.
Good touch hands. Oh, very well done by Brock Davis.
His idea then was great, Maisie. That kick, it was absolutely perfect, but it just cut off beautifully by the Rangers player there.
It was done very nicely.
Yep.
3 points the margin now in favour of Lincoln South. As now the clearing kick from Marble Range goes long, and was there hands in the back? No, umpire called play on. Bias went without it, left it behind, and picked up now, driving into the 50.
Good
Strong
response.
mark.
Good response.
Lincoln South, they want to play on quick. Are they going to play on quick? No, they're going to just wait and go, or they're going to centre. That's a wobbly kick. Hutchinson flew. Oh, could have taken the mark. Maisie back with it. Left foot snap from 45. It's going wide into the behind post. Misses everything as a result, and we'll get the free.
Yowie Wagner's blowing a head gasket at the moment. He's screaming at, I don't know if it was Maisie or someone else. I don't know what he's actually saying, but it was something to do with go long or go short, or what are you doing, kicking it up in the air, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think Maisie liked his chances. He didn't realise how much pressure he had on him, though.
Okay.
So Marble Range will work it away to that right-hand side once more. Not quite to the extremities, and the bounce eludes everybody over the top. Who's going to win the foot race? Marble Range win the foot race. It was Charlton sending it forward. The bounce is a stinker. Keeley went up for it, got it. Todd Slade went without it. He got the tap back. Hand pass in for Lockie Pake. Wrapping around now onto the left boot. Looking for home.
And a poster.
Oh, that was close for Marble Range.
Post to post.
Reducing the margin back to 2 points once more.
Lincoln South move it out quick. I like it.
Onto the left half-back flank.
It's like a game of basketball at the moment, so end to end.
It is. Going up
Quick.
to left centre wing. There were hands in the back. Umpire called play on. Sivertson got away with one there. Black, hand pass. And now everybody misses it. And Sivertson is going to see that ball trickle across the boundary line.
Well, almost 10 minutes, well, not even, just over 5 minutes gone. We've got ourselves a game of football, mate.
Absolutely we do. Boundary throw in to occur right in front of the Port Lincoln RSL Club Hall. And up it goes, and Wolford does well to use his body to win front spot. Lincoln South picking up the crumb, and it's left behind now. Stacks on the mill, and the umpire said, went without it.
Okay.
And Lincoln South with the free. Okay. That's okay. We'll go with it in this instance. And now the kick playing on quickly is Samuel Bear. They flew. Going without it. Marble Range back with it. They need to get rid of it. Oh, it's back now. Chance for Ramsey going for home. It's Wagner.
Well, just the recipe for success, mate, leaving that forward line open and getting in quick. And Yowie Wagner down there. They can't go too wrong if they keep doing that.
And he moves not far out at all. Only 20 metres, and he slots it. Yoey's got 4.
It's his 4th. Beautiful.
And he moves Lincoln South back out to an 8-point break.
They're holding their nerve. Lincoln South.
They are. 8-7-55. Curtis Sales and Service scoreboard leading Marble Range 7-5-47.
Well, this centre bounce is so important, isn't it?
It certainly
really
is. You just establish everything, even though it's not clean possession. But once you get possession, it's almost you can't get it back once you lose it out of the centre context.
That's a good way to put it. Correct.
So the umpire back with it. We do it all this afternoon thanks to our number 1 ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy. And once again, Carey in the ruck against Wolford. Carey has been immense in the ruck, and it falls for Connor Madden, taken. He throws his head back, wanting the high one.
Good decision.
And he wasn't getting it. There's no way that was high.
Good decision, umpire.
There was plenty of dairy in that from Connor Madden, and the umpire wasn't buying. Tap down one by Wolford. Marble Range trying to get clear. Hand pass out from Jackson Bennett. They're going to fall back here. Hayden Carey, and he gets under that one. It's going to be a 2-on-1 contest, and they all went without it. Cooper Miller didn't try to mark. Levi McDonald went up. Oh, Clements got one right in the head from Luke Wilkins. Yep. Cooper Miller picks it up. They're going to play on. No call from the umpire. It's 2-on-1. Hall got there first. Keeley was waiting at the back. That's a terrible call. It's called hands in the back from Tynan Keeley. And he was the one in the middle, and because Hall overran it, I think the umpire assumed that he got hands in the back, but that was just good body work.
Okay.
All right, so Hall with the free. He's going to play on, coming to this right wing, or he doesn't leave himself much angle. He plays on. It's 2-on-1. Levi McDonald looking to fly. Wolford went without it. Price Marshall gets the hand pass away. They play a little bit of tic-tac-toe, and now it's out for Purcell. Purcell to Hutchinson, who looks for Bias can't get there, and holding the
Good
ball
tackle.
up. That's a good tackle. Called play on by the umpire. Connor Madden gets the hand pass back, and now Wilkins. It's a wobbly old kick back into centre, eludes everyone. Cooper Miller tries to take it on the half volley, doesn't. Hand pass away now to Brodie Druitt. Druitt gone, surely umpire. No, he calls play on.
I agree.
No prior opportunity. And now kicking in there is Price Marshall.
Whoa!
Castley flew. And now Jennings, can he get the hand pass away? He does to Max Black. Black sends it forward inside 50, looking for Keeley. Keeley can't get clean possession. It's bumped away. Bias, can he pick it up? No, he can't. It's stuck to the bottom of the pack. Umpire will call for a ball up 25 from home. Castley was up there for an age.
Well, good play by Lincoln South, their back line then. They just made it a mess and they brought it to ground, and here we go for a ball up. Good option for Lincoln South, but geez, we've got a 50-50 game here, mate.
Oh, absolutely we do. Everyone had an air swing, went without it. Ball is at the bottom of the pack.
They're just got to be, both teams, well, not so much Marble Range at the moment, but Lincoln South have just got to be, don't be sloppy around their back line here, or Marble Range's forward line. They can't be sloppy with anything here.
Up it goes
I'll
again.
give it
Carey
away.
won the tap down. Bias got the crumb. Umpire says
just as I say
free. And it's going to Lachlan Jennings.
I think he dove into his back then.
I think Bias might have had it and Jennings might have been taken off the ball. Don't know what the free kick was for, but it's Jennings. 30-degree angle, 25 out. It's away.
Lucky.
So Jennings goes without that one. One more point to Marble Range, 7-6-48. Trailing Lincoln South, 8-7-55. We've had 11 minutes of this third term on the Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock.
A couple of changes for Lincoln South. Off the bench, Camden Menon's come on, and we've got Cody Duncan back on the field, so good ins.
And the kick in goes out without touch. So Billy Bias taking the free on the right centre wing for Marble Range. Goes short. He finds Todd Owen. Playing a long way forward at the moment. Todd Owen decides to go longer. Looking inside the forward 50.
That's an excellent mark.
That is a great grab.
Excellent mark.
I think that's Hall. Yes, it is Hall. No, in fact, it was Zane Montgomery, contender for the City Motors Mark of the Day. Make your mark with Mark and the team at City Motors. Ball goes to ground in the contest, and umpire will order a ball up around about 65 from home at the northern end.
Such an important mark, that, mate. That was, yeah, that's dangerous.
Absolutely,
South,
100% agree on that.
Someone stood up, that's great.
Marble Range back with it, and the umpire will say incorrect disposal, free kick Lincoln South. And they play on down that left wing. Pack flew, everyone went up for it. Something I've noticed, and now Jack Ramsey gets a wobbling kick in towards full forward. Druitt now, trying to get the ball back, can't do so. Marble Range looking to lock that into the contest on the arc, and they do for a ball up. Something I noticed, Marble Range aren't playing their sweeper today.
Yeah, okay.
And that's something that Lincoln South taking full advantage of.
Absolutely, yeah. That forward line just comes that much more open without that sweeper.
Marble Range trying to get the ball out, and they do, down that right wing. It's a 3-on-1 contest, and Marble Range make a mess of it in the minority, doing very well to lock it in for a ball up at centre, just off centre, I should say. And now flying through, good, well done, Carey, because Wolford wanted to fly. Wobbly old kick forward from Marble Range, just trying to get it out of the pack. And now falling back is Hall once again in front of Bias. Connor Madden got a hand to it, so he kept the ball. That's a wonky kick, and it's going to be Marble Range picking it up, half volley. Wolford goes long, looking. Keely's on his own! He spilt it into a 2-on-1 contest. Swinging around, Todd Slade, left foot snap, bounces a stinker. It's going to sit for Marble Range. They have an air swing. Is there a free? No, it's through for 1 point. Oh, boy.
I think he got his foot to the ball, but
that might be why they call play on. And now it's back to one straight kick as Cohen Taylor taking the mark, going short down this right side. Zane Montgomery takes the mark, 55 from his own goal. In fact, make it 60.
And you know what? They didn't dwell on it, Lincoln South. They didn't think about it. They just played on.
That's right.
And here we go.
Don't think, just go. Duncan flew, missed it. Cooper Miller down with it. Back to Price Marshall. Looking for Billy Bias in the centre. He decided to leave it. Stayed off as a sweeper. This time he can lock up the ball in the contest. Went without it. And the umpire says ball up before there's a chance to get it out of there. 14 minutes gone, third term. Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock. It's Lincoln South by one straight kick. Umpire sends it up.
Every player's got an opponent from both sides. This is great. This is real 50-50 footy.
Now down with Waylon Miller by the looks of it there. Ball shoots out to the side. Oh, a man taking it without it. Kyle Castley, umpire calls play on. And now Lincoln South send it long. Cody Duncan can't get clean possession. Great hands from Marble Range. Oh, this could be awkward. Hutchinson flew. City Motors mark of the day, I reckon. And Hutchinson onto the right boot. Kick falls just nicely for Tynan Keeley. Who's he going to go to?
To see your mark, C mark at City Motors.
Tynan Keeley slows it down, wants an option. Goes low into the pocket. Bias not going to get there.
Wasted opportunity.
Oh. And now they play on quickly. Camden Madden taking the mark ahead of Guy Hutchinson. Madden back into centre, finding Montgomery. 50 from home on his own arc. Goes wider, looking for Connor Madden. Now he's got all manner of space out here, Connor Madden, who decides to kick. Looking for Levi McDonald. Price Marshall falling across. That's a pass over the top, is it, or was it a throw? Umpire call play on. Still play on. Connor Madden with the short dinking kick. Now they can move on here, Lincoln South. Looking long, looking for Yowie. Pack flew.
Well done.
And was it touched on the way through? No, it wasn't. It was paid a mark.
Yep. Every day of the week.
Ooh, doing well. And there's a man down here for Marble Range. Is it Schreiber? I'm not sure. Ooh. Calderwood playing on.
Wow.
Out to the right side. Taking a bounce. Deciding to go short. Landing it on the chest of, I think, Price Marshall. Man still down. It's not Schreiber, so we can play on for the time being.
Brock Davis, mate. Maybe.
So Marble Range. They got under that one. It's a wobbly old kick. And it drifts out on the full, so Lincoln South will get the free.
Yeah, it's Brock Davis, mate. He's just winded, I think. He'll be right.
So Lincoln South with it now after Brock Davis took some heavy contact from Marble Range. And now they're going to slow this right down, Lincoln South. This one will go to the wire. Marble Range, they've got some momentum. They just can't convert it into goals at this point. And the kick goes long. Calderwood can't grab it. And now picked up by Marble Range. They continue through the middle. Black kicking it out wider. Bias looking to get there first. He gets a dream bounce. Bias now. Can he get the hand pass out? He does to Hutchinson. Did well. Hutchinson, hand pass over the top. Plays catch. Hutchinson onto the left boot. Looking to send it in for Tynan. Oh, they went without it. And now, can they pick it up? Hand pass away. Bias went without it. Bias. Incorrect disposal. Surely, yes, it's a throw.
Well, he did all the work, Bias, didn't he?
Oh, boy.
He's the only player that can have the ball, go to ground, slip, slide, and still have total control of it and get the handball out of a pack.
Connor Madden, a great tackle on Bias.
It was, yeah, not taking anything away from Madden there. It was do or die there, mate, and he got the tackle on that stuck.
Playing
Excellent.
on across to the right half-back flank, finding Luke Wilkins. Wilkins now looks up. What does he see? He's going to go short, looking for Waylon Miller, finding him. 55 from home. They're going to play the short game.
And this Lincoln South defence has grown with confidence, mate.
And I think the Marble Range attack is probably getting a bit more adventurous too. So it's the right time to play with more confidence. There is Charlton getting in front spot. Couldn't take it cleanly. Bryson Keeley. Nice tap to advantage from Max Black. Does it 3 times. Floating it in for Bias. He went without it. Where's it going to fall now? Paul, back the hand pass. Back to Hall. And now Hall plays catch again. In fact, it was McCormack. Out wider. They go too wide. And it goes out without touch. It's going to be a free. Is that Castley out there to take it?
I'll have a look.
We'll see. Marble Range with it now. Swinging around on the left boot. And that looked touched off the boot. It was.
Wow.
Umpire calling play on. Jennings setting on the tackle quickly.
Okay.
So umpire not wanting to pay holding the ball simply because it was touched. It certainly looked wobbly off the boot and the umpire agreed. So Wolford winning the tap down. Where are they now? Left footer looking to drift it into the forward line. Sits neatly for Hall. Hall, did he dispose of it? Umpire says yes.
Quick.
Umpire says not 15, play on. They want a call. They do get the call, Marble Range. It's a throw.
Well, what do you think of that one? Oh, yeah, it's fair. I think it was hot.
He didn't dispose of it correctly. Did he have prior opportunity?
I think the one before that too, the umpire probably missed that one there.
Yeah, I think that's fair. They probably make up for it.
I think he's made up for it there.
Guy Hutchinson with the kick.
He's a real chance of kicking this one,
To
Hutchinson.
level it. Hutchinson, slight angle. From 45, starts it right, keeps it right. So it doesn't get there. Marble Range add one more to their tally. 7-8-50. Trailing Lincoln South 8-7-55. They go short. Oh, that's a trouble. That Oh, they paid the mark, but it's play on anyway.
Well.
So now looking wider for Bear. Great mark, Tom Charlton.
How good's that?
Got a cross in front. And Charlton now
Stood tall, very
looking
important.
for an option, going short. That's surely not 15. So Hutchinson sends it straight back. Charlton goes longer, inside forward 50. Pack assembles.
Hang
They
on.
flew.
Someone's taken it.
Keeley went
No.
for it. Did he get
Hang
it?
on.
No.
Someone's,
Is that Cooper Miller?
that's,
Keeley flew, went without it. He's come down. Has he pulled something? Has he twisted something? In fact, it's Todd Slade who's come
Todd
down
Slade.
with it.
Wow.
Oh, the man in for Boyd West stands up at the right time. And can you believe it? We're already in time on.
No, I
How
can't.
quick did that go?
So quick.
All right, Todd Slade
It's a sign of a good game when
has
watching
the
Keith.
opportunity to put Marble Range in front.
Keeley's off for a breather.
Here he comes from 48, starts it right, slices it terribly. It's not even going to make the distance. Lincoln South, they can't take clean possession. Bias, can he get a kick in? No, he can't. Sitting at the bottom of the pack. I think Lincoln South are going to be happy to see this one just sit there, and they are.
Mate, Keeley off. I don't know if he's just having a breather. He's hurt his ribs, but nevertheless, we've got Wolford on.
Lincoln South, mongrel kick clearing, and Bryson can't run it down. No one can run it down, so Bryson Keeley will get the free for Marble Range.
Well. This is Lincoln South are holding on. This is good.
They need to continue holding on through until three-quarter time. Bryson Keeley has it, 70 out. He's going to go long, looking for someone. Pack will fly, and it comes to the bottom of the pack. Wilkins with it onto the left boot, sends it straight back from whence it came, and tap to advantage there for Lincoln South. Is Price Marshall going to get there first? He does well. Price Marshall, was he taken high? Umpire calling play on. Still sitting there for Lincoln South. They all overran it, and now back with it is Lockie Pake, plays catch, wobbles it back inside forward 50, looking for Bennett. Bennett went without it, was a tap down. Wilkins back with it. Wilkins almost had an air swing, and now Samuel Bear kicking short. They got some room here. It's Camden Madden. Hand passes up to Druitt. Going long, wobbling it inside 50. And Yowie Wagner, did he take the man high? Umpire calling play on. And there is three-quarter time.
Wow, mate.
Wowee.
Yes.
What a quarter.
Brace
what
yourself.
a grand final.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. They held strong, Lincoln South. They didn't crack, and they took risk.
Lincoln South 8-7-55, Marble Range 7-8-50. Who had the better of it?
Oof. Oh, look, I think Marble Range had the better of it, mate. They were cleaner, but they just couldn't capitalise on the scoreboard. I think they let themselves down with the kicking, mate. Kicking
That's
for
true.
goal. Lincoln South, they just hanging in there, mate. It's giving me a heart attack, I tell you. But it's good to watch. It's exciting. It's raw, and they're a bit sloppy, but it's okay. I think they're going to grow from that quarter, and I think they're going to go into this quarter going, you know what, we're confident, let it all hang out.
Absolutely right. Final quarter, it's all to play for. Coming up next on our live coverage of the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Grand Final, thanks to our number one ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy. You're on 5CC. Welcome back to Centenary Oval. 3/4 time, it's Lincoln South 8:7:55, Marble Range 7:8:50. It is an absolute squeaker here at Centenary Oval, and I can tell you that Lincoln South, they were absolutely going off their heads in the 3/4 time huddle. They are all fired up in the huddle, and now they are headed out to, can they win? Can they get the first flag for Lincoln South since 2002 Marble Range? They appear to be fairly calm, and we'll wait and see exactly what the story is when Dave returns to the commentary box in probably around about 5 seconds from now. And the Marble Range huddle looked very, very calm and collected from here, Dave. What was the story down there?
Okay, I went to Lincoln South huddle straight up, mate, and Yowie Wagner had the boys pretty pumped up. So it was all about, boys, have a look around. They're all here to watch us, all the supporters. It's been 21 years. Do not let them down. We've got this. And that was it. Bang, they broke. Went to go to Marble Range. It was like an office meeting. It was just very quiet.
Okay.
It was sophisticated. I couldn't hear a thing. It was very tight. I'm like, trying to get in there. Nothing. They go nothing away. So they know what they've got to do.
Cool, calm and collected versus throw everything that you've got, including the kitchen sink. Maybe even a couple of tyres from the car in there as well.
Well, both teams are sticking with the best way they're playing. You know, the best. They're going to get the best out of themselves if they keep going the way they're going. So we're going to have a game, that's for sure, mate.
All right, here we go. Waiting for the kids and the crowd to clear the field at the northern end of Centenary Oval for the umpire to get things underway in the final term. Once again, it will be Jed Wolford for Marble Range and Hayden Carey for Lincoln South. Carey has been immense, possible contender for the Lincoln Surf MVP Award. Support your local surf shop. Look good doing it with Lincoln Surf as Wolford wins the tap out. Dennison went without it. Schreiber straight onto it. Bombs to inside forward 50. Keeley can't grab it. It's going to be play on out to the right. And now trying to take it, and hand pass over the top, goes over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in, round about 45 from home southern end.
Lincoln South, they forced the pressure then, didn't they? Oh, they're going to get a free kick, I think. Lincoln South, I think it's going to go
deliberately handball
that's
over.
Ridiculous.
That's a terrible decision. That is an absolute stinker of a decision.
Disappointing. They've been fantastic all day, the umps, but yeah.
Lincoln South.
Anyway,
and they will come away down this left wing. Flying Jed Wolford, taking the mark beautifully.
He's been quiet, but what a time to stand up. And that was standing up, I tell you. That was go gadget arms, that one.
Certainly is. Jed Wolford now deciding to go long, going inside 50, looking to the 2-on-1 contest. Jennings grabbed it at the bottom of the pack. Hand pass, just bouncing around, pinballing, shoots away. Colby Sivitson with it, looking to dispose of it. Incorrect disposal. No, he calls for a ball up, umpire. Oh, boy. Oh, that was a bit of a looking to bail out of that one.
I'm going to say just good decision.
Okay. Umpire. Sivitson flew, and it was high, which means it's going to be a free.
Who's
bias, bias,
Who's got it?
Bias, bombs. No, it's away to the right.
Oh, nevertheless, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
He has the chance.
Dangerous, Billy.
Yep.
Where did he come from? That's what I'm talking about. Bang, like a rat or piece of cheese, Keith.
Yep, that's a beautiful way to describe it. Marble Range, one more point. Moves them along to 7-9-51. As now Lincoln South head out to the right-hand side into the contest. There were hands in the back there from Carey. Umpire called play on. Lincoln South down the right wing. They shoot it back inside. McCormack, can he get there? In fact, it was Ramsey. He went without it. Marble Range, that's in the back. Surely, yes. There was no question about that one. And holding on for dear life was Dylan Blewett. He's been quiet. And Wolford now will go out to the left-hand side. Schreiber's not going to get there. Wow. It's going to cross the boundary line.
Very unlike Marble Range.
Wowee. You don't expect that.
Bit rushed.
Cody Duncan.
That kick.
Cody Duncan with it now. Where's he going? He'll go long down the right side, looking to come back towards centre. Our good grab. Is it grab? Yes.
Absolutely.
Mark is paid to Carey. Now they're going to play on with Cohen Taylor. Going long off the left boot inside 50. That's shoved out of the way. Oh, wow. That is a terrible call. Hutchinson went without it. Umpire calls for a ball up. What were they looking at there?
I'm with you, mate. That was Yeah, that was the biggest shove I've seen this year.
Oh,
But,
boy.
and he was right there, the umpire, but anyway.
Oof. Okay,
Let it
45
go.
out northern
Just
end.
be consistent.
Umpire sends it up. Jennings, hand pass away to Castley. Castley gets it down through centre, but can't get it past. The man at the back in Steve Paul, going wider, Luke Wilkins. In fact, it's 25 here.
And might just have a bit of luck here, mate.
All
And
these umpires want to be careful.
Marble Range just blazing away a little bit. Just
Yep.
not lifting the, not dropping the eyes and just lacing it out. They're just bombing away.
That's right. Here is Steve Paul. He loads up onto the right boot, goes long inside, forward 50. There are hands in the back again. Umpire calling play on. Black with, in fact, it was Charlton handballing over the top to Hutchinson. It's a wobbly kick. Druitt can't hold it. Druitt now. He went without it because Keeley picked it up. Oh, going without it was Lockie Pake. And now picking up is Montgomery. Montgomery got boot to it, did he? No.
Oh.
That's a free. How does that be free to Lincoln South? Fair income.
I don't know.
And now Cohen Taylor goes out now for Bear. Bear to Paul. Paul looking.
Beautiful.
And finds his man in Yowie.
That's what he wants, Yowie.
Yowie.
He wants it down quick, down his throat quick. And he got it.
Where's he going to go? He's in the pocket of death. And I think he decides to go short. And plenty of time and room for Waylon Miller.
Well, the odds don't get any better from that pocket, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. But Yowie is trying to force his way forward. And he's not getting much luck.
Sure, he can't get it back
Yowie.
here. No.
I think Miller's going to have to go for home here. They're doing well on Wagner at the moment, so Miller moves in. He's going to be kicking from 45. He well and truly got under it to the top of the square. Sivitson flew, sits at the bottom of the pack, gets tied up, and the umpire will call for a ball up.
Good luck trying to get a kick in that amount of plays.
If I'm Marble
there,
Range,
mate.
I'm punching this through for one.
Yeah.
And now umpire sends the ball in the air. And, well, they wanted to. Lincoln South saw it coming and they cut it off. And where's the free coming in here? There looks to be a free coming in here. They're shoving all over the place.
Yeah, bit of push and shove.
No, in fact, it's just going to be a boundary throw in. Okay, so playing on quickly. Sivitson went without it. And he wants the free for holding the ball. No chance there because I'm not even sure Brock Davis got it before Sivitson was on him.
Just off the pack, you've got Dennison for Lincoln South just sitting here. If they can see him, they'll give him a quick handball and he's in space.
Good punch out to Castley. Marble Range with it. Now they're going to run it out of defence. Looking for Schreiber, finding him on that left wing. Schreiber wanted to play on quickly, being held on to. Umpire says all's fair. I think Schreiber probably had a case given some of the calls that have gone Lincoln South's way in the last 2 minutes. Schreiber now deciding to keep it low. Terrible kick. Terrible kick.
Absolutely. He had someone in board then. He decided not to go in there and he went down the line and bad choice.
And now Lincoln South want to put it way back inside forward 50, I reckon, and they do. They go long, floating it, looking for Sivitson. Ball's off hands to the bottom of the pack. Marble Range back with it. Wobbly kick. Oh, nice kick to Lockie Pake.
Perfect.
And now he's got to move quickly for Hutchinson, who's got room if he can run onto it. And if the ball sits, it doesn't really sit. Dennison's onto him.
Oof.
Hutchinson continues. Sends it longer. There's going to be... How is it a
Down the field.
Oh,
Wow.
it's down the field. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yep.
I was going to say, he can't possibly give a free to Lincoln South there.
Yep.
Lachlan Jennings now will take the free.
I don't think there was much in it. It wasn't really sloppy. I think, yeah, he just chased. He chased hard. And I don't know.
Lachlan Jennings floats it in from 50. It's going to sit at the top of the square. Punched from Lincoln South through for 1 point again. Moves Marble Range along now to 7-10, 50.
I'd like to find out who's playing on Hutchinson, mate, because the last 2 quarters he's had plenty of space, a lot of space.
7-10-52, trailing Lincoln South 8-7-55. It's a 3-point game. Lincoln South playing on out to the right. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to get cut off. Kyle Castley. Castley grabs it now. He's just sending everyone forward, Kyle Castley.
Yep.
I reckon they're going to try and grind this out, maybe even with more behinds. They go to the top of the doesn't reach the top of the square, as a matter of fact. Shoots out to the side. Who's onto it? Who's going to get there? Marble Range got onto it. Good quick tackle on Todd Owen. Locks the ball up.
8 minutes gone, mate, at the Ace Merchant Apparel time clock. Lincoln South 8 goals 7-55 to Marble Range 7 goals 10.
Be fascinating to see
52.
who wins the Lincoln Surf MVP award. Sport your local surf shop. Look good doing it with Lincoln Surf. Bias couldn't control it. Tried to pick up the crumb. And now Miller, he's going to get the free kick for high contact.
Good work. First of
In
the
fact,
ball.
it's Wilkins. Wilkins now will play on. He decides to go up the middle. Marked by Cooper Miller.
Yeah.
Wanted Camden Madden, couldn't get it.
Look,
over Camden Madden's head.
if you saw it, it's pretty obvious bad decision.
Yoey's filthy.
Yeah, well, he would be.
He's saying, look to the space.
I mean, that's something you learn in juniors.
Yep. Okay, Cooper Miller. What a time to get a shot just to the left of centre. He's only about 10 degrees off centre. He's going to be kicking from close to 50. Cooper Miller moving in. Lets it go from 45. Got plenty of it. Starts it right. It holds!
Right, the house has just come down.
Cooper Miller. He's first of the afternoon.
And they've come from everywhere, Marble Range players, to pat him on the back, everywhere.
Number 8 for Marble Range, and that's enough to get him in front. 8-10-58, leading Lincoln South. 8-7-55, courtesy Sales and Service scoreboard.
There was not one player that didn't come and run and pat him on the back then for Marble Range. And if that's a sign of we're together and we're gonna make this grind and get to the end, well, that's a sign right there, mate.
That's right. And now Marble Range are in front. It'll be fascinating to see how they try and grind this out. Are they going to try and lock it down, or do they want one more?
Good point. I'm interested to see what Lincoln South do. Do they go in their shell, or do they keep taking the game on?
They've got to blaze away, surely.
Oh, well, Yoey Wagner said it the second semi, mate. I prefer you to lose by 10 goals than lose by 1 and not have a crack, you know what I mean? Like, just have a crack and lose by 10.
Carey won the tap out. Todd Owen's going to get there first for Marble Range. Jinked his way past the contest, I should say. Got the kick out to Schreiber. Schreiber now continues on, sends it inside forward 50. It's to Keeley. He got bumped away there by Hall. Nice effort. Steve Paul, hand pass over the top. Good smother from Tynan Keeley. It's back with Max Black. Hand pass over the top to Keeley. Left foot snap. It bounces through for a behind. Marble Range moving along one more. 8-11-59, leading 8-7-55 over Lincoln South.
Good work, Holders getting front position there over Keeley.
Aiden Baker going short, looking for Cohen Taylor, finds him. Taylor taking the mark, about 40 from his own end.
Wow, this is so familiar with Marble Range, isn't it, mate?
Dennison and Sivitson have some room. Taylor decides to go short to Baker. Aiden Baker, left half-back pocket. Hall provides a lead, but it's not a good one.
He's got the switch on here, Keith.
No, he's going to go Hall.
Okay. Still got the switch on. They go the other way.
Yeah, Jackson Bennett was so close there. And now Hall, he's got to play on here. And we'll continue down this left wing. No switch. Clements is on his own. Duncan did well to come across and spoil. Who's going to get there? Nice hand pass, Hanson. Away to Hutchinson. Going long, Hutchinson. Is it going to sit for Slade? No, getting there in front was Aiden Baker. Rush behind.
Well.
One more on the scoreboard to Marble Range. Makes it a 5-point game.
Stressful times for Lincoln South at the moment.
8-12 to 8-7, courtesy Sales and Service scoreboard. Baker out of defence, going long out to the right. It's a 2-on-1 contest. Oh, going without it was Marble Range. Can it sit for Connor Madden? It does. Madden, oh, he's gone, is he? Umpire calling play on here. Back with it is Camden Madden. Hand pass is smothered. Marble Range, they're just going to try and lock it down here. Are they? Tapping to advantage. Was Kyle Castley taken without it? Umpire calling play on. And now it's back with Calderwood. Calderwood, wobbly kick in over the top, getting it to sit. It's a nice bounce, and it's deflected on the way through. Oh boy, Keeley wanted bias.
Dylan Blewett's come on the ground for Lincoln South. Some fresh legs to go on Bennett in the forward line there.
Boundary umpire to throw in, 40 from home southern end. Marble Range looking for a goal here. Bring it down Marble Range. It shoots out the side. Lincoln South pick it up and they're away. They kick long out to the wing. What's it going to do? Is it going to sit for Miller? It does. He kicks to himself. Miller now taps to himself. Price Marshall falling back for it. Beautifully done there, Price Marshall. Centre kick. Oh, they're all back there. Beautifully done to Jed Wolford.
Great composure. How good's that?
Wolford now. Will he go long? He decides to go wide, looking for Hutchinson. Lands it on a 5-cent piece. Hutchinson going short, looking for Schreiber. Finding him now. Schreiber, what's he want to do? Does he continue down to Jackson Bennett? Does he go longer? He does go to Bennett. Looking for him. Goes without it. It was a good challenge from Steve Paul. Bennett, can he hold on to it? He can. Left footer into the middle. Looking. Couldn't handle it. And now Lincoln South with Hayden Carey looking to pick it up. Can't go with it. Castley picking it up. Hand pass away to Clements. Got it over the top two. I think that was Marshall. In fact, it was Miller. And now Luke Wilkins back with it. Wobbly old kick into the middle. Who's going to take it? Shouldered out of the contest.
Yes.
No.
Yes, he's paid it.
No, that's a shocking call.
Well, Yeah.
Lincoln South certainly aren't going to be able to complain about the umpiring.
It looked bad, didn't it? But yeah, I think you're right, Keith. It was a bad call.
And
he's
got 25 out of it too. Oh, boy.
Wow.
Well, if Lincoln South want to complain about the umpiring, then I'm going to go down there and give them a bit of what for, because they have got all the 50-50s so far in this quarter and a couple more as well. But here's an opportunity. Now,
got to happen.
Here is Brody Druitt from a long way back. It's going to be off hands, is it? Oh, Marble Range, they trip.
Wow.
And
he was away too.
He was going wide. But as it was, Lux of Fortune, tripping over your own feet and putting it through for a rush behind.
Yeah, it looked a very tight kick for goal too, Keith. They're looking tired, Lincoln South, I can tell you right now.
Marble Range, they go short to Tom Charlton. They're up by 4 on the Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard. 14 minutes gone, final term, Ace Merchandise and Apparel time clock.
More changes off the bench, I reckon. Lincoln South, they need fresh legs, just keep them rolling over.
Let's go along here to the contest, probably not a bad idea. Pack flew, Schreiber went to obstruct. Carey with the hand pass back to Levi McDonald, wobbles it into a 2-on-1 contest. Great mark from
Where's
Jack Ramsey. Going short, Yowie lost his footing. So Marble Range, Lockie Pay, can they get it out of here now? Cooper Miller affecting the tackle on Maisie. And the umpire, yes, calls for a ball up. I was worried he was going to call a high one. That would have been a terrible call.
Yeah, I know.
Umpire with the ball up 45 from home. Carey wins a big tap out. Taken to ground there, Marble Range. Can they get it clear? They can't. And the umpire says no prior opportunity. Ball up 45 from home, just moving across on the arc.
Strong tackle.
Umpire puts it in the air again. Good body position there from Wolford. Marble Range, they went without it. Ball at the bottom of the pack. Who's with it? Umpire says incorrect disposal.
It's going to go Lincoln South's way. Yes.
Wow.
Michael Maisie. He's put on the tackle, mate, on, is that Slade?
It could be.
And his umpire's come up with holding the ball. I don't know how he pulled that one up, but...
So Michael Maisie, he goes wide to Cohen Taylor. I don't mind his chances. I don't know what Cohen Taylor's thinking here. He's probably trying to milk 25. He wasn't getting it. If he did, I reckon there'd be a riot. Cohen Taylor.
Well.
55, maybe even 60-degree angle.
He's got the crowd all behind him here on the boundary line. I'll tell you, if this goes through, this will bring the house down.
Oh, absolutely will. Cohen Taylor moving in. He's going to let it go from about 40, I reckon. On the right boot, Cohen Taylor starts it, got it! That's
got to be the leader of the
EP Surf.
Goal of the day, mate. Make it your goal to look great at EP Surf. My goodness, Keith.
Cohen Taylor, second of the day. 9 for Lincoln South, and they push back in front by 2. 9-8-62. Leading Marble Range, 8-12-60. Curtis of Sales and Service scoreboard.
I didn't see one person in the crowd then sitting down. They all left their seats, and it looked like a wave at the MCG, the Mexican wave. It went berserk.
That's right.
Lifted the house down. That was fantastic.
And no Wolford in ruck. It's going to be Bryson Keeley this time.
So Wolford's come off for a rest, mate.
I tell you what, Hayden Carey has been absolutely incredible.
Yep.
And now the tap out won by Marble Range to advantage. And it's going to sit for Baker. Hutchinson picked up the crumb instead. Wobbles that inside. Keeley can't grab it. Montgomery trying to pick it up. Goes without it. Back to Hall. Hall hand pass is partially smothered. It's stuck at the bottom of the pack, and that'll be a ball up. Absolute definite ball up there. I can tell you that there's more than a few Marble Range people very unimpressed with the umpiring. I'm getting text messages. 16 minutes gone. Ace Merchant Apparel time clock. Lockie Pake has a swing. Out to the right.
It all counts. Lincoln South up by 1. It all counts.
9-8 to 8-13. It's a 1-point game in favour of Lincoln South. We've got 4 minutes plus time on remaining. And Hall now will take his time. He decides to go short, looking for Connor Madden, finding him.
Good decision.
They've just got to play a bit of keep away. They need more points though. And Connor Madden will go long. And looking to the pack, it's off hands. Clements at the back, into the forward 50 on the left foot, looking for Tynan Keeley, went without it. And now it's out. Left foot snap, it's a wobbler. Does it get through for a point? It does.
Well.
So we're all tied up.
Yep.
Marble Range, 8-14. Lincoln South, 9-8. 62 apiece.
Clements was awesome then, just roving off the pack, just icing on the cake. His hands are just so crisp. A normal player would just let that go over the boundary line. It'd be a fumble, but he brings it back into play. Brilliant.
Now Lincoln South to bring it back in as we approach 18 minutes gone. Ace Merchant Apparel time clock.
He's got someone short. I don't know why he's not
He's going to be
going.
called to play on. I reckon they'll just run it out of here with Steve Paul, and they do. Going long to the right. Looking. Oh, Bryson Keeley went without it. And it just trickles across the boundary line before Lincoln South can get onto it. Boundary umpire to throw in front of the Intersport sign. 75 from home, southern end. In it goes. And Bryson Keeley does well to win the tap down. Oh, they went without it. Lincoln South can get on with it, and that's going to go too far. The mark is taken by Brock Davis to save it for Marble Range. Tom Charlton now looked to hand pass. He thought better of it. Is he going to go wide to Hutchinson? No. He decides to hold on to it. He's called now to play on. Charlton. That's a wobbly old kick.
Didn't know where to go.
Fall. Oh, they do well here. Lincoln South. Carey getting the hand pass out. Levi McDonald jinking back in. Connor Madden going short. It falls on the bounce, so it's play on. Luke Wilkins now looking. Waylon Miller's all on his own. How did he do that? Guy Hutchinson just lost his man completely.
Yeah, it's all about the rebound, mate. And Marble Range, they looked uncertain then, didn't they? For the first time in probably this year in their kicking, they looked uncertain.
And now Waylon Miller will have an opportunity to put Lincoln South in front by a goal. He needs to put Lincoln South in front, full stop. 19 minutes gone, Ace Merchant Apparel time clock.
Yep.
Waylon Miller, 30-degree angle, will let it go from about 35.
He thought the last one brought the house down.
Waylon Miller moving in. Starts right, swings back! Waylon Miller, his first of the afternoon. It's 10 for Lincoln South, and they hit the front. One straight kick in it. 10-8, 68 Lincoln South, Marble Range 8-14, 62.
20 minutes gone.
We now enter time on.
We've got changes on the bench here. Lincoln South, they're running with fresh legs.
Samuel Bear into it now.
He's going straight to Billy Bice.
That's right.
He's been there all day and he's going to
In
finish.
fact, no, he goes past Billy Bice.
Where's Billy?
Okay, so they bypass Billy. Billy's up front.
Oh, okay.
All right. So Bryson Keeley and Ruck. I'd love to know what they've done with Wolford.
Well, Lincoln South are making it count on the scoreboard when it really matters, and that's
Bryson Keeley and Carey and Ruck. Carey flies high, gets the punch down to Miller. Incorrect disposal wasn't. In fact, it was Wilkins to Miller. Hutchinson leaving it there. Bryson Keeley got the hand pass back, and it's a wobbly kick forward from Jackson Bennett. Looking is Keeley. It sits for Zane Montgomery, went without it. Umpire called play on.
Wow.
Hand pass back now from Blewett. They kick wider. That's going. Schreiber doesn't want that to sit. He doesn't.
That'll do.
That's a free.
Oh, it is too. You're right,
Last touch. So Schreiber now will look to go. Looking for Keeley. Can't get there. It sits. It bounces. Left foot snap. Kyle Castley's out to the left, and it goes through for 1 point.
Jeez.
That's either going to be a horrible miss or a great point. 8-15, 63, trailing Lincoln South, 10-8, 68.
21 minutes gone, Keith.
Lincoln South, they are going to push all the time they can out of this clock. They want to be careful though, because they might find themselves in a bit of trouble.
He needs to play on here, mate, to us, to the grandstand side, and just kick
He's
it
going to
past
go the other way.
He's going to go the top, the barrel.
And he got onto it, didn't get as much of it as he might have thought. Or Drew went without it. And
Is he going to play deliberate? He's
playing in the back.
Hang on a minute.
Oh boy.
Well.
Oh, this is. Oh.
Well.
I don't think these umpires are going past Coffin Bay if they're going on the highway tonight, just quietly.
We've got Marble Range player on the mark there with bag for it.
And call to play on now. So Lincoln South will just go long down the right wing. To the contest. Pack flies. Good punch, but Lincoln South are there first. They get a wobbly kick upfield. It's Hutchinson versus Miller. Hutchinson taps to advantage. Can they get it to sit here, Marble Range? That's going to be a ball up in front of the old tackle world.
We have 23 minutes gone.
On the Ace Merchant Apparel time clock. Time running out for Marble Range.
Got a very open-looking forward line for Lincoln South, so there's options there if they get it quick.
They need this ball, Marble Range. They need it quick, but it's going to be locked in at the bottom of the pack. And the umpire, he will call for a ball up. Tell you what, I'd be tempted to give one against Lincoln South if I was the umpire, simply because of knowing what tactics they're going to play here. Man shoved in the back. Surely there, yes, it is a free. Going the way of Jed Wolford. He's got to go long now. No, he doesn't! Lincoln South
ends the drought. Wow.
Yowie Wagner, in his first year as coach, brings home the trophy for the first time since 2002.
Wow. 21 years.
Full time, Lincoln South, 10-8-68. Marble Range, 8-15-63. Wowee. Second loss of the season for Marble Range, second loss in 3 years.
They played out of their skins, mate.
Oh. Wow.
Well, that's it. Well.
I have to say, ironic way to end it, that Marble Range got the free when they probably needed to just play on from there too. Because that would have taken a few seconds off the clock as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors you could put in there. But
so Lincoln South, the 21-year drought is over. Yowie Wagner with 4, Cody Duncan with 3, Waylon Miller kicking 1, Cohen Taylor with 2. On the flip side, Tynan Carey with 5.
Great game.
1 each to Cooper Miller, Billy Bias and Glenn Schreiber.
Well, they had some good players, yes.
What are your thoughts on the game overall?
Yep.
Putting aside, unfortunately, what I have to say is some questionable efforts from the third team, shall we say.
Yes, well, putting that aside, I think that Lincoln South did something a little bit different today, and they took it on. It wasn't pretty, but they took it on, and it just sort of unravelled Marble Range a little bit, to the point where they, in that last quarter, they couldn't hit a target. I don't believe it was because they were tired. I believe their structure wasn't there. Lincoln South had them somewhat second guessing their game for the first time in probably years. And it just comes from pressure. It's that hard pressure that stops Marble Range getting that uncontested ball, which is what they're known for and what they're good at.
It certainly was.
They took control of it.
They took control from the outset, really, Lincoln South, because I think I remember calling through the game maybe twice or 3 times where Hayden Carey didn't win the centre tap or the centre contest. So being able to set up from there, Hayden Carey just played out of his skin today.
Brilliant.
We're not giving anything away as to the Lincoln Surf MVP Award winner. We'll discuss that separately, along with the EP Surf Goal of the Day and the City Motors Mark of the Day, but it certainly makes life difficult for Marble Range when you can't set up out of the centre because the ball's already been lost.
Yeah, 100%. Well, if Marble Range had won, it would have gone to Tulsa Hill, I can tell you right now. It's not going to go to a Rangers part, unfortunately. That's all I do know at this stage. We need to have a chat, Keith. And I'm going to need your help.
Okay,
if you don't mind, because I got a little bit lost in the moment then. I even had a bit of a tear to my cheek after that sign. I just couldn't believe it. But wow, yeah, this is fantastic. And the crowd is just huge here today. It's massive and great support for Lincoln South. Well done Marble Range. And yeah, we're going to finish this baby off, Keithy.
Oh yeah, there's presentations to come, awards to be handed out, premiership trophies to be handed over as well. We're going to take in all of that, as well as our own awards. That's coming up next on our live coverage of the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Premiership Decider, thanks to our #1 ticket holder, Macca's Port Lincoln, the home of local footy, here on 5CC. Welcome back to Centenary Oval. It is full time in the 2023 Port Lincoln Football League Grand Final. Lincoln South 10-8-68 over Marble Range 8-15-63. I should have stuck with my tip from 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
I told you that the loser of the major semi would come back and win it. I just expected it to go the other way.
You did, I know it's a cruel game, but they stood up for Yowie Wagner's speech, made it 3/4 time, the boys, didn't they?
They did.
It wasn't much of a speech, wasn't much said, but it was just straight to the point, and obviously it stuck with the boys.
What needed to be said was said, probably.
Yeah, oh, look, there's a huge amount of respect for Yowie, you can just tell. I mean, anything comes out of his mouth, whether it's 1 word or 20 words, the boys lift, and it's his emotion that I think that's to these kids, and they stuck thick.
Yep.
And they got between Marble Range and the ball, and that was enough in the end.
That's exactly right.
Yep.
Curtis of Sales and Service out of town scoreboard before we go to naming of awards and presentation of trophies. We'll start with the Great Flinders Netball E grade. Once again, congratulations to Tumby Bay, 42-7 over Ramblers earlier on today. In the D grade, Elliston over Tumby Bay, 54-52. B reserves saw Air United defeat Elliston Districts 29-24. In the A reserves, it was Elliston Districts over Lock by 43-34. B grade saw Lock defeat Tumby Bay 36-24. And in the A grade, up at the Couplex, congratulations to Elliston District, who defeated Tumby Bay 46-39. In the Senior Colts, in the Great Flinders Football League, it was Tumby Bay 23-10, 148. United Yolana 5-1-31. Mini Colts saw Tumby Bay defeat Elliston Districts 5-2-32 to 2 straight 12. In the B grade, Tumby Bay over United Yolana in a squeaker, 10-13-73 to 9-14-68. And we have an unconfirmed margin, don't have a score from the Couplex in the Great Flinders Football League Grand Final. But the last report that we got, United Yolana was up by 4 goals, and that was coming through about 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
So we have to confirm that margin. In fact, we'll try and confirm that score for you before the end of today's coverage. But that's what we've got at the moment. So it looks as though United Yolana will be able to do what Marble Range has proven unable to do, and that is win 3 in a row. Of course, Lincoln South 10-8-68 to Marble Range 8-15-63. And despite what we have mentioned or did mention before the last break, okay, I personally think that there were some highly, shall we say, original interpretations of the rule book by the umpires in the final term. But
it was
when you kick 8-15, that says that you had your chances, 5 extra scoring shots, and you come up 5 points short.
They definitely had their chances, Keith, but they were certainly in the game as well when those decisions were made, and it put them out of the game by the third team. We'll call it. So I understand what you're saying, and I understand, you're a little bit frustrated by it, and I would be, They were perfect all day, the umpires, but they certainly had an effect the last 5 minutes.
They certainly did, and the interesting thing was that for the first 3 terms, okay, they were letting a lot go. They should have pulled up, but they were being consistent about it.
Yep.
And that's all you can ask for.
That's all we want.
And then in the final term,
they started pulling.
I'm not so sure.
It just swayed one way too hard.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Lincoln South getting to the ball first. I don't know. Actually, I just made that up.
That might be the way that things did roll in the end, is that the umpires saw more desperation, and that maybe Lincoln South were earning those free kicks, I suppose you could describe it as. That's one way of looking at it. But, I know that can see some Marble Range supporters who are less than impressed. And we do have the presentation happening at the moment, so we'll try and take right now.
I would now like to call on the legend Michael Higgity to present the Best on Ground Award. Congratulations to Lincoln South, commiserations to Marble Range. Best on Ground, the 2023 Morning Football League Grand Final.
So you just umpired the
Number
first
8
two?
for South,
You did 2 games? It was a bit intense the last 15 minutes. It's getting a bit close.
Pretty good result.
part of a big club like you guys. To the South crew, thanks for all the supporters coming out. You guys were unreal, especially if you had that Eagles charter going. That was pretty nice. Yeah, cheers. And the coach, Young Wagner. Yeah, commiserations. It's a tough thing to be on the other end of it. Bloody hell, we aspire to be a club like yours. That'd be great, isn't it? Right from junior program up, it's really good what you guys have done out there, and you should be very proud of yourselves. To South, I come into the club and I was welcomed with open arms. I envisioned winning this from the start. I just knew we had the group that could do it. I knew it was going to be tough and it was going to be grinding all the way, but I just was so focused and confident in the group, and really just took a little bit to get there at the start of the year, and I think this is only the start of the journey. So good work, guys. Well done. To a call of the manager, please. Simon Druitt. Just wanted to call everyone up. The captain, Wilco. Pup, number 2. Colby Simonson, number 3. Waylon Miller. Leon McDonald, doing all that book here. Richie Hall. Aiden Baker. Aiden Carey. Colin Anderson. Max Williams, who's in hospital. Alright. Cody Duncan. St. Montgomery. Jack Ramsey. The legend is Yohan Wagner. Sammy Blair. Ronnie Druitt. Jimmer, the quarterback. The Greek legend, Stevie Ball. Tony Taylor. Sir Michael Lazy. And Dylan Roden. Now I'm the other job. Special thanks to all our supporters and the coaching staff. Who else we got here? Stokesy. Derek Collin. Who else? Paul Stell's out the runner. Leon Chester. King Latoya. And I think that's just about it. And all the traders, Jeff Toy. Yeah. Who else we got there? Come on, man, bring all the traders out here. Mitch Madison. Very good. I think that's the year. I don't say I missed anyone. Hey, I miss you. Congratulations.
Friday. I'm not sure what the date is yet. Next Friday.
That really told in the end.
Yeah, it did, mate. That Marshall Boyd, yeah, just that level head.
Because I'm thinking the way that game played out today, I think that grand final was tailor-made for Daniel Mini.
Yes, 100%.
I think that's a perfect game for Daniel Mini to basically own.
Clements, Mini, Bennett.
Yeah.
That's what we're used to seeing all year, and it's such a beautiful threesome that they display, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true.
There was glimpses of bits and pieces of Bennett and Bennett and Clements, but miss Mini.
Now we go across to the victorious Lincoln South side, and I'm guessing that there's probably no surprises as to who the Lincoln Surf MVP award winner will be, but let's see who you think are the honourable mentions beforehand.
Well, Yowie, obviously, I think he was fantastic. I think he was, he was dangerous.
4 goals guarantees you mentioned.
Yeah, 100%. But he's just his around the ground communication and his direction and his blasting of his players and marshalling, I think, was fantastic. I think that deserves a mention and all. He really stood up. He's a leader. He's an absolute leader, mate. That they wouldn't be winning this grand final. Well, they wouldn't have won today if it hadn't been for just his leadership.
No, that's true.
So I've got to mention that. Who else have we got, mate?
I tell you what really surprised me, the way the game played out, was when Max Williams went off, Aiden Baker went to fullback. Not a position that he's familiar with. And for a guy that doesn't normally play fullback in a grand final, I thought he did a pretty good job. Not necessarily the greatest job you've ever seen, but as a guy playing out of position in a grand final, you can't ask for much more than what Aiden Baker delivered.
He held his role.
Yeah.
He played his role, and I think a lot of these, I get the feeling that Lincoln South, they really rely on their, I'll say bottom 10 players. You know what I mean by bottom 10.
Yep.
But, to actually give them the responsibility to play a role and finish the role. And they actually give them that. And these guys really take it on board, you know, and they sort of grow from that. It's risky, it's daring by Lincoln South, but you know what? It's proved today that they've got on, they've won for it. Their bottom 10 have just stuck thick and played a role, mate. That's all they have to do.
It's a similar concept, I suppose, in the world of field and ice hockey. You've got your centre, and the centre can do whatever they want. Everybody else around them has to play a particular role, do what they're told. In the rugby codes, we call it the spine. The halves and the fullback, they do whatever they want. Everybody else, you've got one job. You do the job, and here's your job. It might be tuck the ball under your arm, run. It might be here, you get the ball, and you just kick it as long as you can every time you get it. It might be you get the ball, you've got the vision, you never kick long. You always look for a short pass mark. Whatever your job is, you do it.
Well, I
never go away from that role.
100%. I get the feeling that Lincoln South, the roles they've given these guys, say the bottom 10, is a characteristic role. It is don't drop your head. Move on to the next.